Let me go to the. So I got us ready to go live. So it should go. I set it up for 7 p.m. We
Okay.
got one viewer waiting.
That's probably
I
my mama.
like that.
Probably my mama. I told her, hurry up,
Hmm
girl, get on there.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh, okay. So I'm about to hit the enable start right now. So let's see. Does anybody see us? Hold on.
Okay, we have
Nope.
Queen.
So let me see. Because I keep having an issue with starting up the daggone live. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why I have these issues, but since
Last
this is
minute
being
jitters.
broadcasted
It's
now,
okay.
yeah. But this happens so. Oh wait, somebody's in here. Are we up on
No, ma'am.
Oh, we're not. So we're okay. What are we doing
And
here?
we have two people waiting.
Yep.
Ooh.
I want to go live. Where's my go live? Where's my go live?
Oh no, we're live.
We are right.
Are we live on the television too? And on YouTube?
I think so, guys. I'm looking at us.
You
Okay,
are.
then hey,
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's always where I get confused at because I'm looking and I don't.
yes, we're definitely live.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yes.
they
Okay.
see us.
All right.
Yes.
They do. Yes.
Okay.
All right. She said, "My sister, I see you. I see you." Because we on time today, but I get
Child,
nervous.
listen, we gonna
Yes,
we is
I'm
here.
excited. I'm excited. Okay, so we're here. Ooh, okay.
We're gonna wait a few more minutes. We got two people in, so let's just wait a few more minutes
All
to
right.
see. We got three. So how y'all doing tonight? We got a doozy for y'all tonight
Yeah, buddy.
from all angles tonight. Let me
We
get my
is
stuff together.
ready.
Yes. And we are looking forward to,
Oh dang, my
hopefully
glasses
some
are
good
across the room.
participation.
Listen, I want participation tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, we work better when we are in a group setting. We don't want to feel like we sitting here, and we want y'all to join in and let's have conversations. Oh God,
Mm-hmm.
is she having a flare? Are you having a flare, young lady?
Mm-hmm. I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually that's who I'm
Mm-hmm. Her hands are
that's
swollen.
yep, mine too.
Look, we're not going to talk about you, Miss
We
Flare Up.
I know.
Obviously, it doesn't stop anything for you.
It does not. It don't. It don't. Hey, I mean, because one thing about it is if I allow it to affect me, then
Mm-hmm.
I'll always be like, oh my God, I'm sick. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
literally have to
Yes. Hi,
stay
Black Nature.
in a
All
good
right,
head space.
Miss Pack James. I'm gonna need you to change your name.
Hello, everybody.
You got your whole government out here.
How
Jesus.
funny.
Got her government out here. Let me see how many we got going right now. I
We
kind of want
have
to get a nice.
four.
We got four.
Okay, well, while we're waiting
Well,
on
we
some
could
more
get started.
people,
I figure
I
we
was
could
gonna
wait.
say,
I figure we
okay.
could wait. Um, are we Did we anybody post it or not that we're live?
I did.
Anybody put it up that we're live?
I did. I did. I
Listen,
did.
didn't I tell everybody they don't want to miss this? We got some good stuff tonight. I really need
Yes.
everybody to show up.
Tap in. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, we keep telling y'all we
Definitely
got
tell
some
your
good stuff here.
friends.
To tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes.
And bring a
Yes.
friend, okay?
Yes. So we want to go ahead and get started, or did you want to
We
wait a
can.
couple more minutes or
No,
something?
we can. They're gonna jump in and just have to, work it out.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
not only that,
Yes.
some people watch us after the fact.
Yes.
Mhm.
Which is
I w-
cool.
yes, it is. But I wish they did because if they had any questions, they can do that. But I think we do good at following up on our pages,
Yeah.
with certain things after the fact. You know.
Absolutely. Agreed.
So
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
who's opening up? Who's opening up this week?
Yes,
That
I
would be me. That would be me. Ooh, that circled around real quick.
It did, didn't it?
But
Mhm.
yeah, it did. Yeah,
That's
it
all
did.
right, Nita. You
Okay.
next.
Right. So prepare yourself.
listen.
You gave a good idea.
Sure
Okay.
did. Get
But
started.
I just need y'all to do the outline, Okay, go ahead.
We got it.
Got you. Whatever you need, got you. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get started then, ladies, if you want to. I mean, because I definitely, can bring up, did anybody get to experience we're in a full moon,
Yes.
and it was a eclipse moon that occurred, and it kicked in at like, I want to
Is
say it
it a
was like
lunar?
at 2 something.
Is it a
It was
lunar?
actually, yeah, a lunar eclipse moon, full
Okay.
moon.
Mm-hmm.
So it happened like at 2 something, 3 something this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so y'all be careful of that moon energy. If things been kind of all over the place, that's
Mm-hmm.
why. Not mention that this moon will bring a lot of insight of people's intentions, relationships, which is kind of shocking because I didn't realize until I did further research in our show tonight. So
Mhm.
it's bringing it's bringing like you're aware of like your friendships and people around you if they really your friends, bring a lot
Mm-hmm.
of truth and stuff like that. So yeah, get buckle up because it's only where I'm at is 6:04, it's 7:04, so we still got to, we got to 1 a.m. So
Mm-hmm.
just buckle up. So yes. So okay, well let's go ahead and get started. Today's show will discuss relationships and spirituality. Um, how lessons in your spiritual journey can shift certain relationships, friendships, and kinships.
Mm-hmm.
We will share our raw personal experiences and life lessons, and we're hoping that you guys will open up and do the same thing with your questions and your responses and things like that, because we do love to interact with one another as well as our audience. So
Right.
please feel free to interject. If it's not on the screen, all of us is we all paying attention where we can see what you guys are typing. So we definitely want to make sure that we interact with you guys. And so I want to, the first thing, well, shall I say the first question that I want to ask is first thing I want to address in the question is what to expect when you're dating a spiritual person. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the relationships. And Rita, what I'm pose the question to you.
Okay.
What do you think people should expect when dating a spiritual person from your point of view?
From my point of view is be understanding, because most of us are very sensitive. Also, we're very sensitive to changes, attitudes, and moods.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's important to communicate those feelings, and just know that with me, my energy, I can tap into people's energies
Mm-hmm.
easily. So as far as for me, just be understanding, like especially when we do our rituals or our routines, be
Mm-hmm.
understanding, just be understanding, like, hey, she got to do her thing, let me let her do her thing. But I think it's just more important just communicating is very important, because sometimes we already know when something's wrong with you. We're just waiting for you to say something, because sometimes you don't want to overstep boundaries, because you still can overstep boundaries in relationships. Just
Mm-hmm.
open to communicate, because we are very sensitive. you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's very important. And yeah, for me, that's important, just communicating. And that's also with friendships, but we're not gonna get into that right now. But
That's coming.
And kinships. And
Yep, it's
kinships.
coming. Trust,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna address all of that right now. We're
yeah,
talking about
and
the
just
relationships, but we addressing all of it.
and just
Mm-hmm.
be open-minded. I think that is also, if you're going to date a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual person, you have to be open-minded. You cannot be closed-minded, because that is going
Mm-hmm.
to damage the relationship from jump. If
Yep.
you're not going to be understanding about it, it's not going to work out. I've
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I've I've experienced it in
Mm-hmm.
past relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my little spiel
Okay,
on that.
Miss Marquita, what you got for us?
Okay, I was thinking on this because I dated a half-ass spiritualist, but um
I've done that
what
too.
I've learned from that is that you have to make sure that you can respect the space of that spiritualist. What I mean by that is some people are not at certain levels
Mhm.
that you are at, so you have to be patient because there it's we all know in the beginning the things we always constantly learning something. So what you have to do is give them a space to learn in. You know what I mean? Like, don't
Mm-hmm.
expect them to be where you are. And like Sarita said, understanding, which is pretty much the same. Um, I haven't dated a spiritualist. I'm looking forward to that. um,
I guess I could.
but Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because like I said, I dated someone that was half spiritual. He understood it, but he wasn't really walking in it. So it was like, we discussed this. A lot of stuff is commercialized now, so a lot of people are just moving in a certain way because it's trendy. And so there was things, like that he didn't understand. Like he knew, but he didn't understand. So it would be like jokes, like, when I would go to ground, he would make fun and call me a tree hugger, which I was like, okay,
Mhm.
yeah, he would have that joke, like, you going to hug some trees? Yep, sure am. So, we have to understand the space of where everybody is and respect it. You know what I mean? In dating. And people have to understand when dating a spiritualist, it's not like dating someone that's not in that way. And I don't, that's the best way I could put it. Not in that way. I don't want to say like someone's beneath it, but there's so many things that we maneuver around. Sometimes you'll come in and just be totally quiet, and they have to be secure in themselves to understand that it's not nothing that you're doing. You just require a space to
Mhm.
yourself, or you need, it's like Sarita said with your rituals. You do your rituals, yes, but sometimes you just need quiet. And there's times that I could sit in my room and have my headphones on and just listen to music like it's nothing. And it's just my own personal zone. And some people take offense to that because they feel like they're being ignored. So you have to understand that we are here to give everything, but we have to regroup too sometime. And we have to, restore. It's kind of like, I got to build mine back up. I got to fill my cup back up too, so that I can give, because we do everything intensified. We feel, we
Mhm.
love, everything's intensified. And because we're totally open and loving you,
Mhm.
it can be painful or too overwhelming, and
Mhm.
sometimes we just need our space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Agreed. Agreed. Okay.
that.
What to expect when dating a spiritualist? Number one, we don't function like you said, we don't function like everybody else. We function differently. Um,
Moon.
so that means what I mean as far as like functioning, I mean like we function at like different frequency levels,
Mhm.
like different emotional levels. And as you guys stated earlier, we're empaths. Most
Mhm.
spiritual people are empaths, and empaths, Lord, we feel everything.
Everything.
I like the memes that I always see where they talk about that type of stuff, like saying, you can't lie, you can't lie to a spiritual person.
No,
Make sure that you being honest and you being real. Don't feel like you can hide stuff from
we could
us, things
feel
like
it.
that,
I could
because
feel
we
it.
can feel. I feel all of it.
It's energy
I feel
shifting.
all
You
of
could feel energy shifting.
Yeah.
it. Yeah, because you're tuned in with it.
Even with, I could feel it in friends. I could feel it in family.
Yeah.
I can feel that. So it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one thing I say. And like I said, also what to expect, to be open and all of that though, because I want to word this correctly, just because, people get offended by certain things. And I don't want to rub nobody the wrong way
Right.
intentionally. But
right.
like spiritual people, we're open on a different level.
Mhm.
So we want you to rise to that level. And it
Mhm.
Mhm.
isn't trying to force you to think or be a certain type of way. It's just we want you to be open so you could
Yeah.
feel feelings and see things differently and things like that. So that's something that you have to be prepared, for as well. You could find us kind of question like, well, what is your thought about this?
Mhm.
So we can figure out, you know what I mean? Like, well, what do you feel with this, or what's your brain process with this situation or this emotion or whatever the case may be. So like be open to be able to communicate, because I think that's something that's very intimate. It's very something important when you dating somebody that's a spiritual person as well.
Yes.
Just because we're always
Digging
pressing to
deep.
gain knowledge.
We're
Yes,
digging deep all the
digging deep.
time.
Yes,
Yeah.
to
But
get
why do you
knowledge
feel
and
like that?
insight.
Well, why is it that way?
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Because it's and I think we do that because it's easy for us to say, well, I didn't like this because it made me feel uneasy,
Yes.
opposed to dating a person that's not maybe like that. So it's kind of like, well, why are you feeling? Well, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't mind letting you know straight out. We're pretty much open on like when energy shifts or we're overstimulated, even with that,
Yep.
overstimulated with stuff. We don't have a problem saying, hey, this is what it is. So that's what I could say with that.
Mhm.
The next question, we don't see any questions. Anybody got any questions or comments with that?
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh, I
so
was gonna add something that I just thought
what?
about. So, like, I've never, up until now, dated someone who was on the same
Level.
mindset as me. So, I know for me, I said my next relationship, they have to either be spiritual or understanding. Because in the past, they were not understanding at all. And so when I met someone who was on the same level as me, I was like, oh, okay, this is different. This is, because sometimes we will say the same thing almost. Or like when I'm thinking something, he'll call me and I'm like, I was just about to call you and tell you that. So it's like that, I think that's important too, dating someone spiritual. Like, just be mindful.
Yes, that's my favorite word.
Just be very mindful of how, like, I don't know why I keep wanting to say that, how sensitive we are. Like, even
because we are
in friendships and whatever, just be
we
mindful
talk about feelings a lot.
How we like how you say things to us, or how you approach us, or how you're, because body language also, we can tap into that. Like, I can tap into someone's body language real quick. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. So, especially dating somebody, like I said, don't be trying to lie, because we already know.
That part, all of that.
And 90% of the time when we ask you what's wrong, we kind of know.
We kind of know already what it is.
We just want to know if you're going to tell us.
Exactly. Exactly. So okay, so then that moves into, like, we kind of kissed upon it. So the next thing is, and Marquita, you'll lead off with the responses, pretty much what to expect when being a friend to a spiritual person.
You started me on this one.
Yes, I did.
Well, I lost all my friends. I lost all my friends. I'm talking about friends of 20, 30 years friends. I got one, my bestie from age 12. But with friends, a lot of my friends, I hid a lot of it all those years though, because people weren't moving like this openly. And when I started to just say, you know what, that's it. I'm jumping in now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to stay focused. I'm not going to just dabble here and there. I'm going to embrace it. Right. I used to tell my friends things and they would think I was weird. They didn't say it off right. They would laugh at me and things like that. But this is what to expect from your spiritual friend. Because a lot of us do this and it may seem weird. Things we do seem weird. Ask questions. Ask us. Like, for example, a couple of times a few of my friends would come over to my house. And once I went full force into my journey, I would ask them, can I save you before you walk in the door? And they would go, okay. And even got a few jokes of like, why you, there you go get them incense or whatever. But I lost a lot of my friends. I lost a lot of them. Some of my friends even now are like, I don't really talk about my spirituality with them. I mention certain things, but I don't talk about it because I don't think they really want to hear it because they don't really believe in it. So I don't push that anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I keep that to myself. But and I don't feel any way about it. But my bestie, when I tell y'all this is the dopest thing, because we talk about how differences and things like that. My bestie is a whole minister. A whole minister. And when I talk to her about stuff, she talks to me about the Bible. We talk about spirituality and how it links to the Bible and things of that nature. And she does not look at me in any way, shape, or form like a weirdo or anything like that. Anything I come to her with, you want to try these herbs or you want to burn some incense like this? And she's like, sure. It's never like I'm trying to give her voodoo or anything like that. Or, that's what I love about her. Like, she's never, no matter how many changes or and now how much I evolve, she's right there meeting me with open arms as my friend.
What you need.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need in a friend, in friendship. And then I was blessed because I was just out here for the past couple of years with just my one friend. And then I was blessed a couple of months ago with friends I didn't know I had, but I have. And baby, I'm good. You need a tribe. You definitely need a tribe of like-minded women or men or somebody that you can call on the phone and go, let me tell. Like, people you know, we post things. A lot of people follow us on social media, and we post things like, you know, I'll throw up a video and be like, boy, that download, or I point to my antenna because it's popping up, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking
Yep.
about. You know, we'll call each other and be like, girl, I had a download. You
Yeah.
can't do that with your
Yeah,
you
they
can't do that with your
download.
other friends.
What you
They be like,
download?
what? You know,
Mhm.
okay. And you know, like when I see certain things, like I'll see a butterfly and be like, hey ma, and people be like, you know, like, what's wrong with you? But
Yeah.
we understand why we say that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You know, but that's what you in friendship, you need understanding. You need someone that just wants to know. Like it just makes somebody feel good as your friend. It's just like when you hang out with your friends. Let's just take spirituality off the table, just on friendship.
You're
You
right.
know, to have like, I support you. I support what you do
Right.
and who you are, because spirituality is not just what I do, it's who I am. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So that makes a big deal about that. Like,
Mhm.
Yes.
yeah.
We got a couple of
Oh yes, hold on.
we're gonna definitely go ahead and answer, then we're gonna come back because we got actually two different questions which we can kind of go back. We can go back on. Sarita, you want to answer what to expect when being a friend, you know, in a friendship with a spiritualist?
Yes. For me, I think, like Marquita said, be understanding,
Mm-hmm.
be very mindful, you know. And sometimes I just want to say this too. It's okay when you step into your spiritual journey, you're going to lose people. You're going
Right.
to grow apart from people because you're not thinking the same as they are. And that's fine. Because for the longest time, I had to realize that just because I've known someone for a certain amount of time doesn't mean they still need to be in my life, because
Right.
we were friends with each other for that moment in time in my life. Now I'm in a different time zone, time, place. I'm very different now. So I had to understand that it is okay to let go of friendships that no longer serve you.
Mhm.
Yes, it may feel sad because, you know, it's like, you know, you done broke up with someone. Or sometimes it
Right.
may not be sad. Sometimes we're like, hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you have a spiritual friend, like Marquita says, support them. Ask questions. Don't say sideways comments, because again, we are sensitive.
Very.
So, you know, and so I just think it's important to just you grow apart from people, and that's totally fine. Because I know for me, I am such a different person now than who I was last year or 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think different. I'm
I
about my
approach things differently.
yeah,
I
I
approach a
do
lot of
things
things
different.
differently.
Exactly. I'm
And
about
I can attest to that because I knew regular Rita and I
right.
know spiritual Rita.
Exactly. You know, sometimes you come out sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
but I am definitely I'm about growth. I'm about
Mm-hmm.
motivating other people. I'm
Mm-hmm.
about helping.
You're very big on that. I'm
Very big.
learning. I'm crawling there. I'm getting there.
Yes, and I'm just very big on just helping people. That's who I am now. And so I
Mm-hmm.
need those type of people around me. So what I would say to someone, if you're going through this, like if you're losing friendships, your tribe is coming. Your people
Mm-hmm.
who need to be around you, they are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Yeah,
worry
I
about
could
it.
say that. I could
They're
say that.
coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes we don't like to be alone when we're in our spiritual journey. Like it does feel lonely because you're looking at things so different now. So
And you
it
want to
does
turn to someone.
yeah, like who do I turn to? This person's not going to understand. But sometimes you have to go through this journey alone, and that's
Oh
Mhm.
okay
Lord.
too.
Yeah, you do.
And that is okay too. So I just wanted to say that because that was, I had a down low. So that was on my mind. Just be when, like I said, when you, and also don't use your spiritual friends either. Don't
Right.
use them for insight
All the time.
be
Yeah.
calling them because you need help. Call your friend like, well, how are you doing today? Are
How are
you
you doing?
take on
Yes.
this energy? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I am spiritual. Yes, I can tap into your energy. Doesn't mean I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So yeah, so just be mindful. Don't be using your spiritual friends because they can flip a card for you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right.
That's my little spiel.
Right. Okay. Trying to get my lighting together.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, what to expect in your friendships as a spiritualist? Uh man, I can relate. A lot of people that I was cool with, that are considered friends or even being, cordial, whatever. it's same thing. We're still cool, but we're not close. You know what I mean? I can see them kind of peeping, like looking like, you know, or whatever. I tell people, I've met some people that came into my life. Like I tell people, I'm not the kicking friend. I'm not her anymore. I still might go out and listen to music or whatever, or
you do more than
whatever. But I mean, I'll say this every blue moon. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm a homebody, I don't like absorbing everybody else's energy and stuff, because for me it wears me out.
No, can I just elaborate? Not to cut you up, but just to elaborate, because all of us said the same thing about energy. When we tell you guys that we feel things deeply, right? So being an empath, that's your homework. Y'all look that up. I'm gonna give y'all a few things to look up. I'm not gonna check your homework because the homework is based on what you want to learn and know. But this is the first thing you should learn. What is an empath? Right?
And are you an empath?
And are you an empath? You can actually Google these things and find these things out, and they have books that they can direct you to if you want to get even further. But when we say that we absorb energy, like I can go into a room, it's so funny because we had this conversation the other day, and I can feel the energy. Some people that are not into spirituality, they'll say the vibe, right?
Yeah.
It's energy. I can feel the energy off of too much negativeness. Like, you know, I work in a hospital, so I deal with a lot of patients in registration, and I can feel it when they come in. Sometimes I can feel the sadness. You know, there's times that I've walked out and hugged patients and I'm crying too because I feel it off of them. And my coworkers are looking at me like, are you seriously crying? And I'm just like, it's so sad. Like, they don't understand that I feel them, you know, to that capacity. And then there's times when I get home and I don't want to be around anybody because I just want my silence in my room, because I just don't want to connect with the world anymore because it's too much going on. Let's just equate. I'm going to tell you to equate that to someone that hears voices, right? And they walk into a room and they hear everyone's voice at the same time. And you just want to scream and be like, enough. I don't want to hear anymore. And unfortunately, it causes us to withdraw. So when Sarita says, don't call and just dump on your friend or want your friend to do things for you, it takes energy for us to do anything. Even if it's just telling you to light 4 candles and listening to what you're going through. It's not that we don't want to, but sometimes we have to recover from absorbing. You know, we have to learn techniques like blocking, you know, and it's not that we're disconnecting, but it's protecting yourself, because you can literally take on so much energy that it'll push you into a depression and sadness. So that's what we mean. So go ahead, Aisha. I'm sorry. I just want to
Oh no, that's good stuff. Good stuff. But no, like you said, and I tell people I'm the Zen friend. Like I'm the person that like, and I don't mind listening to people and, you know, trying to give them some positive feedback. And sometimes it ain't as positive. It's just raw, real truth. Because I've seen you, you know, you are hindering your own growth. I'm that friend. So my thing is, you know, with your spiritual friends, like you just expect honesty, truth.
Yeah,
we're gonna give it to you real and raw, especially if we say we love you and we care about you. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna give it to you raw. So yeah, that's what I could say. Like you said, expect being friends with a spiritualist. We always want to give you a gift. And that gift ain't necessarily got to be something that is, you know, it ain't always a tangible. Yeah, you know, it could be, you know, like say, hey, read this book, or here's this quote, or something. We always gifting you, and some people don't recognize it in the beginning.
As a gift,
when you're friends for a long time, you recognize that, because that's how it is with you were saying your best friend of 12, my high school.
That's how my best friend, hey, best friend.
She just stuck with me too through my spirituality. You know, and I'm so thankful, you know. She's just like, you know, she's like, wow, you know, I see your growth, and she encourages me too. So it's always a beautiful thing when you have people that like get you and understand. But one thing I can say for all the spiritual people that's starting, I could go ahead and give you a forecast and tell you that things will change. You will have people in your life for, or like they say, for a reason, in a season. You know, in a lesson, you know. So you
and
know,
just know, you baby spiritualists see each other.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. You
they
always,
see each other.
And also,
always
and also, baby spiritualists, do not, please, do, if you on TikTok, don't listen to every spiritualist on TikTok. Don't listen to every
none of the social media sites.
Don't do that, because what I always tell people, do not listen to everybody, because you're going to get confused. Learn who you are. Learn what you want to do in spirituality. Learn for yourself. Do not listen. Every person's going to give you different things. So, especially on TikTok, please.
I just be like, no, that's wrong.
Please.
Yep.
every
I just be looking like,
don't
okay.
and read books, read and just research for yourself.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You know what's so crazy? Because people always say like in your spiritual journey when you're starting out, and I like that we call them baby spiritualists. I say that I'm in the tween team,
Me too.
right?
Me
So
too.
I'm gonna say as a baby spiritualist, because I had no friends that was into anything that I was
Yeah.
into, but I knew from young there was things I was attracted to, but then I had nobody to connect with, so that was that. So I kind of like went with the flow of my friends and who they were, and I just kept the things that I did, even with the little things that we do that we established in the beginning of what's considered spiritual things, but we just didn't know them because we carried them back from generation to generation. So there was things that I did, I believed in and stuff like that, and I just kept it to myself.
Right.
But when I started out, how I started to gain knowledge, and people think this is the craziest thing sometimes, the best way to start out is knowledge of self. You have to know who you are.
That's the
So,
beginning.
that's the beginning stages.
Yeah.
We can't tell you where to start from.
Nope.
You start your journey by knowing who you are, and that's hard because you have to learn who you are, which is why we're doing these segments in the ways that we're doing them, because our last segment, oh God, what was our last segment? No, it wasn't. We did another one. Childhood trauma was the best one.
Yes, childhood trauma.
That was the best one to start it off. And then we started talking a lot about shadow working.
Yeah.
So learning who you are is starting with your childhood traumas, like the things that is knowing who you are.
Yes.
How do you respond to things? And recently, because people make a lot of jokes about spiritualists, and we go hard about our birth charts and things like that. But let me tell y'all something.
Listen.
The first time I read my birth chart, I didn't know what the hell I was reading. And then we like we tell y'all over and over again, Sarita and Aisha and myself, we talk to each other all times of the morning, all times of the night. I was even chatting with them. I was at work. I was even chatting at them when I was at work. Anytime we're always there for each other. And if someone doesn't pick up, the other one does, and we fill the other one's in. We go back and look at notes and stuff that we, what the conversation was, and put our input in still. And I love that we have that. But the crazy part of it all is that you have to figure out what you're doing. Like, what is like, I had to learn who I was. I had to learn what I want out of my spiritual journey. What did I want? What did I want? What was to make me whole and make me happy? You understand what I'm saying? And then you go from there in those spurts. So you go in there like that. I think I kind of lost what I was saying. I don't know. I think somebody's in my ear. Sorry. So I just lost track of what I was just saying. Go ahead, Aisha.
That's okay. Well, I mean, that's just pretty much like we just, those are the things that to expect from a friend, like in being friends with a spiritual person. Before we go to like what to expect in a kinship, I do want to address the two, because we had a couple of
want me to bring it back?
Yeah, go to the very first one from Bonsil.
I got you.
Okay. Yes. I'm just really starting my journey into spirituality right now, and I don't want relationships. I just want to learn more about me. Spiritual is that bad? And I think Sarita, she commented, no, that's not a bad thing at all. Just because, like Marquita just said, you got to know yourself. So you got to strip down and get to really know you. You know. So no,
it's kind of like being reborn again, almost.
Literally.
You're going to in spirituality, you're going to go through different emotions. You're going to go through different growth, like awakenings also. Because I always tell people, like, I think I'm on my 5th awakening. Like, you're going to go through different stages in spirituality, because again, you're rebirthing yourself. So it's okay to not want a relationship right now. That's perfectly fine. And right now you probably shouldn't want to get into a relationship, because you're just starting your journey.
Trying to figure you
out.
Everything's sensitive anyway, so that is fine. Yeah.
No, but no, keep on doing that.
Which can be dangerous if you end up with a narcissist, because they can feel like a mile away, and they
be careful, because I feel like spiritual people or empaths is like baked food for narcissists.
Yes, it is. Yes, we are.
It's like they can smell it.
Yep.
And I think all of us have dealt with a narcissist where like they can smell it, and it's like, well, you being naturally yourself, and then you find yourself in a situation, you like,
Mhm.
damn, how did I get here? You know, and it's
Yep.
just like I say, unfortunately, it's narcissists. I mean, they're like the shark,
Yeah.
you
And we like
know,
blood in the water.
And
and
then
we're like literally,
and with
literally.
us, we want to help people so much. Like we just want to help you. We want you to. We see potential in you. We see what we know what you can do. So we just want to help. And that sometimes that can mess us up also because we just want to help people. That's point blank. Like we just
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's okay for not wanting a relationship right now. Have a
Okay, and then
relationship with yourself.
let's see.
I used to tell my daughters that
Also, you
I
were
was in
not
an open
alone, baby.
relationship.
I was married to a narcissist.
Yes, she was.
Definitely was. Okay, let me see. What was the other one?
Okay.
The other was Shavonda. Hello, Shavonda.
Yes.
And she said, did you get that one?
Yeah, I'm getting it right now.
Okay,
That
she said,
let me introduce Shavonda to y'all, girl.
Hey, girl.
Shavonda is my elementary homie.
Okay.
Hey, friend.
We used to walk to school together.
I love it. I love
her
it.
sister, me and my sister, we buddies.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so you got it up there. Okay, so ladies, what can you say to a young spiritualist who may not realize they are at nature a spirit? What I don't know if I'm reading right. Nature a spiritualist to help them embrace and
I think
grow.
she meant to say they realize that they are by nature a spirit.
By nature, okay, yeah. I was trying to get formulate
to help them
a
embrace and grow in who they are.
You know what? I don't think. You know what? I feel like there's nothing nobody can tell you anything until you realize it yourself, until you embrace it and be like, this is me. This is me. And it's funny I'm reading this question because that resonated with me because I knew that I was, really turning differently. I was thinking different. I was functioning different, but I hid it. And I ain't gonna necessarily say acting normal because I've always been different. So I tucked it in my pocket, certain, things that resonated with me. Like, like for example, I don't know if y'all kind of seen me change thing because my wind chimes are going crazy. To me, that's spirit talking to me. And a lot of times I turn off the TV and listen to my wind chimes and listen to the wind, but like things like that, at first I'd be like, oh, I'm tripping. I would minimize it. You know what I'm saying? But then I got to the point where I was like, let me understand why I feel that way. And it started resonating. So, the thing I could tell you is just don't listen to nobody. Things that resonate and that's supposed to be a part of you will be. And that's the beauty of spirituality because it's so big. And I feel like people, like they may mention, people are trying to commercialize this, and it's not what it's a trend, a fad. No, this is real, and there's no particular box that you're supposed to fit in, or there's not a particular thing that you're supposed to be doing to, show that you're for real about your spirituality. Because I think me and Sarita talked about this, about seeing TikTok as well as other things saying, well, what Orishas were or ancestors, you got to be invited in or whatever, and it's like
you're going to hear that a lot. You're going to hear that a lot. People are going to try to tell you that you're just going to hear a lot of different things. And I know when I first started my journey, my first awakening, I feel like I was like 18, 19. So I didn't really have social media like that. I didn't really have all that like now. So now everything is like boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. Everything's like, oh, you got to do the Orishas. You got to do this.
No, you don't.
Do this. Listen, let me tell you something. Honestly, get you a white candle and some water and pray to it. Bam.
Mine is lit right now.
In the beginning, people make spirituality like it's gotta be all this grand scheme of things. It does not have to be.
It's like they're promoting it like religion, and
they are.
It's not being in its purest form.
I think Sarita made the point. She said, we were already born into it. If you were African American, it's already in you.
It's already in you. So I don't need necessarily someone to invite me into something that's already in my blood.
Because let's be 100%. It's spirituality that's born into all of us, right?
It is.
We all are children of the diaspora,
Mm-hmm.
which means that we are from many different tribes,
Right.
and they did not all practice spirituality the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about that, you have to look at it the same way. Like most of us have had some background in church.
Mm-hmm.
We may not have all, like Aisha and myself talked about how we went through different denominations
Yep.
of churches.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone doesn't do everything the same way, but we all have the same outcome is what we're looking for.
Yes.
Spirituality is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is that you're trying to walk in the best version of yourself.
Yes.
Spirituality is pretty much like, I'll compare it to, I said this once before on one of our shows, you know, everybody that walks around and they have that "What Would Jesus Do" band on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's duality. We all know right from wrong. We know what we should do. We know what the right thing is to do, and how I posted this not too long ago, how to challenge yourself to be a human being. Just do the right thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just do the right thing without feeling like you got to follow suit on what everyone else is doing. You know, it's what's the right thing to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you, like the other day, I was walking and there was a gentleman that was handicapped, and he was walking in front of me, and I just stood and waited, and I could see him feeling like he had to rush. I said, "No, you're fine."
Mm-hmm.
And he just looked at me like, "What?" I was like, "You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're fine. I can take your time. Don't run." You know, he was, you know, he had a limp and he was really trying to move. And I was like, "I'm fine. I'm not cutting you off. You walk in the store, I can wait. It's, what is it, 2 minutes, 3 seconds or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you got people you run past, you look over, you know, it's so many things that we don't take time to do and see. And in in spirituality, everything matters. Everything,
even
matters.
to the little bugs that freak us the hell out.
Poor Frida was trying to, you know, the poor Sarita was ready to offer. You know, I was with you on that one. No, I'm not there yet.
I was. And I was gonna say, and then also another thing too, when it comes to spirituality, I want people to understand your gut, your intuition, your
real.
gut
is real.
It's always gonna speak to you. So like, even with me and my thing, like certain things I'll be curious about, and then I get that, and I feel through my body like, "No, ma'am, that's not for you."
That's not for you. Yeah.
Trust me, spirit to tell you what's in you and what you're supposed to be doing and what you ain't supposed to be doing. Trust and believe. And again, you just got to be open-minded. And cognitive, you know, like, "Oh, that didn't feel good. I didn't feel that shift," or my instinct is speaking to me, and that I don't like that. Trust and believe, and then things that you practice or see, and you know, you'll feel like, "Yes, this is for me. I feel at home. This is what you know. This is what it is, or whatnot." So definitely be cognitive of that. And she followed up and said, "Thank you. My young queen is a spiritualist. I know it. I think she knows it. But like you all have said, she has to embrace it and follow what's inside of her." Absolutely. And I think encourage.
Yeah.
The best you can tell her every day. And we spoke about our last show, affirmations. Just continue to tell her, you know, you are light. You're light. You know, you're light. Follow your heart, you know, and just encourage, like, anything positive. Be who you are. Free yourself. Be who you are. You know,
don't have to tap in with everything, because again, people are going to talk your head off about Orishas, and no disrespect, but that's not the thing that
end all be all.
It's not, you know, it's not the first thing that you need to gravitate towards. You need to honor yourself first.
Right.
And honor you first, because you are the guide. Okay. Honor you first before you try to tap into something else. Tap into yourself. People are so quick to be like, "Oh, well, you know, Oshun this and Yemi." No, do you know who you are first?
Right.
And some of these, let me just tell you, some of these, you know, don't even want you to tap in with them. They're, you know, people tell me, they will hit me up all the time telling me, "Well,
I need him."
Oshun was in my dream last night. Yeah, because she probably was telling you to leave her the hell alone.
Right.
She was trying to like leave me alone. So tap in with yourself. That's most important, is yourself.
Yes.
There is there's no three-way calling on that. It's direct.
Right.
It is direct.
Direct. You got the direct source. You got the number.
Yes. Okay, well then now, since because I didn't want to get those are good questions. The next thing that I have, and Sarita, you'll respond with this one, and Marquita, then myself, and that's what to expect in kinships with the spiritual. And kinships obviously is family. So
Ooh. So with
You got hot all of a sudden, didn't
I
it?
did. I got a little
I'm not. I'm good.
like for me, I think my family still sees me as that quiet, shy little girl. And now I am such an open book and I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to be quick to tell you how I feel. So for me, what to expect as far as being family, that goes into even with friendships, it goes back into energy. Be mindful of how you say things, how you do things, and how you move.
Mm-hmm.
Just be very mindful and be understanding. Because I know because some of my family members, they follow me on social media and they see me post the things, a lot of things about spirituality, African spirituality and stuff like that. So in their head, it's automatically like, oh, so you like, it's voodoo, it's all this other stuff. And it's just like, either mind your business, don't say nothing to me, or be understanding. There's no in between. You're either going to understand me or you're going to mind your business.
Facts.
So I think people just need to understand or ask questions. It's okay to ask questions without.
We welcome those.
Without,
we want to tell people.
Yeah.
Yes, I am willing to, because I love teaching people. Because a lot of people have came to me like, oh, I didn't know that you can do this with that and da 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 da. I'm like, yeah, if you would just ask questions instead of automatically judging and assuming, and if people would just realize all the stuff that we do as spiritualists, your ancestors also did it too. It's natural. It is natural. And I just think for me, I think my journey where I'm at right now is me more so speaking my mind and speaking my
claiming that throat chakra.
Yes, and not holding back, because for so long I hid who I was. I hid part of me. Like Aisha said, she put it in her. I hid this for a very long time. I didn't talk about this because no one in my family. I would hear little things and stuff like that, but no one in my family was really into that. So I was like, if I come out and say, oh, this is what I practice, it's going to be automatically, oh, you need to get back to church. Or you need to read your Bible. Not knowing, I read my Bible. Not knowing I have a very close relationship with God. Maybe even a better relationship with God than you do. So I just think family, friends, or whatever just need to be understanding. Either be understanding or don't say this. Because me, you're gonna get that fire. You're gonna get that hit back because I'm not being quiet about it no more. I'm gonna speak my mind, and just be mindful when we do speak our mind. It's not coming from a hateful place. It's coming from, for so long I hid this, so now
and
it's like I'm free.
And knowing that sometimes you got that little extra insight.
Yes. Yeah. So now I'm open book. I'm free now. I can say what I want to say. You know, there was time
because you know what your intent is. It's not an evil.
My intent is. It's not.
You're mindful.
Exactly. So when we are speaking our mind, it's not that we're being rude. Half of the time when I'm speaking my mind, it's not even coming from me. It's coming from spirit. You know, when I be going, it's not me. It's spirit. And sometimes I have to explain that to people. Like, okay, I may say things a certain way. It's me, but it's not me at the same time. So just be mindful or mind your business.
Yeah, that's my mom. Be mindful of mind your business.
Okay, Miss Marquita, same question for you.
You know, I come from a world of dysfunction, girl.
Not a world of dysfunction.
Girl, right. I'm going to some of my family members, I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
And I like to explain to them that we are living in hell. And I'm just trying to get paradise while I'm here. But but that was me being my jokey joke self. But my family doesn't really understand it. I've thrown little things out. Like my family, and when I say my family, I mean my immediate, like my sister, my brother. They understood that I have visions and dreams, and I would tell them, and that's it. But I didn't know what they were back then. And I didn't know how to further tap in to understand, to get the answers to certain things. So now, like I was harassing y'all all week because these numbers keep popping up, and 2178 popped up twice in 5 minutes. I'm just gonna let y'all know that. But I do weird things, like 444. I'll be texting and be like, oh, 444. Yeah. And then I'll say it and circle it and screenshot. My phone is full of screenshots about
Me
stuff.
too.
And I send stuff. And I learned to pull back because, you know, it weirds them out.
Yeah.
But then the sad part about that is, and when I say it's sad, is because I've withdrawn from my family pretty much. So
Mm-hmm.
the energies is too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think, you know, that they understand that I need them to be honest, but that's because they're too busy dealing with what they're dealing with and not accepting.
Mm-hmm.
So I just can't. And I openly, the funny thing about it, I openly over the past 5 years have told it to my family, like straight gangster, like I can't be around you. And they really didn't get it. And then a lot of them are like, she really is not talking to me.
Yeah.
It's not out of malice. It's not that I don't like you, but I'm not interested in anything. My family's a very big gossiping family.
Ooh.
You know, so you know, one gets on the phone and calls this one about this one's business, and this one calls this one about this one's business. And when I get on the phone, I want to talk about this book I just read, and I want to talk about this documentary I just seen, and I want to talk about these new candles I found, and I want to talk about this new oil I'm using, and they don't want to talk about that. And I can see it, and you know, it's hurtful to me because they don't want to be bothered with it, and they just want to talk about people. And I'm like, there's so much in the world to talk about, and people is just not it, you know. And so I withdraw from them, and a lot of them take it in a negative light. And I used to worry about it because once you get put in the light like that in my family, you get talked about. And I used to take offense to it and try to like show up, but then I have a lot of anger. It's just too much. It's just too much. So I kind of created my own family within my family.
Yeah.
So you know, like my kids, because I didn't, and I'm not saying my mom didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she knew. But she was tapping in before she transitioned. I know that from reading a lot of her journals and stuff. She kind of left me a little miniature footprint, you know. But my
That's
kids,
good.
I always like told my kids certain things, and you know, they thought I was crazy because I would just drop things at them. But I also taught my kids to be curious. If you confused about something, you look it up. And I realized that, you know, my kids are spiritual. Like they're and some stuff they come to me with, and I'll be like, wait, I didn't even know that, you know, because they were able to tap in younger. They're a little more advanced than I am right now, you know. So we have the conversations, and the conversations are amazing. We be up all night, and we continue at 5 a.m. when I'm getting ready for work. Then I'm in a car with video chatting, and then like it's just like it's constant feeding of each other of information, you know, and just pushing each other out to look up other stuff and dig deep into other things. But I don't really communicate. I've just said recently to Simone, I said my family's gonna think I'm gonna turn my sister. You know, they you know, they don't appreciate my locks. You know what I mean? You know, they don't understand it. That's why I posted the video I posted recently of the history of them or whatever. And I paid tribute to my mom because my mom, I told you she was tiptoeing, had a footprint in there. And my sister started to listen to certain things that I would say to her. And she's starting to understand that everything that I've said to her growing up and hanging out with her, that it's always been from a good place of a good intention. And I've said to her on many occasions, I just want you to be happy. You know, and a lot of times people looking in my family and looking at how they view me and talk about me. And that when I tell you they talk about me, baby, they talk about me. But let me tell you something, a big dog comes stepping up in the building, everybody hush. So I don't mind. You can talk all you want to talk, but you know, that's where it's gonna stay. But I told my sister, I was like, you have to be happy. You can't live for anybody else. This is your span of your time that you have, and you have to make this the best for you and what's best for you. You understand what I'm saying? I said, I'm not gonna tell you to convert to anything. What feels good with your soul? That's it.
Right.
That part.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
As far as like with me and like my kinship, number one, my tribe is already small. I love my family. We share blood, but I haven't always been a person being up in people's faces like that. That's just been me since even before spirituality. I acknowledge you because you're family. I love you. Yes. But me, you know, going out my way, I'm not doing that. I've never been that type. As for like my tribe that means something to me, for the most part, it's going good. It gets rocky. You know what I'm saying? It gets rocky just because I don't think they understand. They really don't get it, like how deep, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like just like function, like changing up like the way that I function and my even my thought process. I think sometimes it goes over their head because a lot of people, one thing I've noticed with friends, they always want to present who they know you as opposed to who you've grown into.
Yes.
So yeah, I might have handled this way, but now I have an awakening and I don't want to handle it as such.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's something that I've definitely I've noticed and I've had to struggle, you know, that's I've had to struggle with as well because it's like, no, you know, I don't think like that or I don't view things like that, you know, or even with me, I have insight, and a lot of times they don't like to listen, but then it comes back around, and then they be like, "Oh," I'll be like, you know. So when you thought I was trying to be a know-it-all and just, you know, no, I seen something, I just want to share with you,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
or give you a warning or whatever the case may be. So that's, you know, I think the more I get deep into it, the better it is getting. Like my mom, our relationship has changed a lot, and like she respects and get me from where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even you know, even in the way we communicate with each other, because it wasn't always smooth. You know, it would be kind of, you know, get flaky sometimes, and I think now she's kind of getting like, okay, let me check myself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and even with me, I mean, because I'm still human, you know, that's what
Mhm.
that spirituality, you still gonna make mistakes, you're not perfect, you don't know everything, you still gonna misstep, you know, but being able to catch yourself and check yourself in that moment is the bomb. So
Yep.
but yeah, so as far as I think now I make them more aware and I just try to just continue to drop seeds and, you know, just be like, hey, well, you know, listen, you know, that's kind of my thing. I'm just kind of listen, y'all. Just listen.
Yes.
Please listen. You know, I'm not trying to tell you wrong. And we joke about this offline, but people got to understand when you got sisters, cousins, aunties that are spiritualists and they dropping them gems. Take heed. That's a blessing to have somebody that
Just
you're
tapped in.
into,
Mm-hmm.
that you're close, that you're kin to, you know what I'm saying? Because friendships are closer than, or excuse me, kinships are closer than, you know, relationships and friendships. You got a family telling you, hey, don't go down that road.
Mm-hmm.
We not trying to harm you, we're trying to help you.
You got the best insight right there. Why would somebody that really, like I said again, really love you and mess with you, why would they tell
Hurt
you
you.
wrong and steer you wrong? And that's why I tell people, if I really mess with you,
I'm putting you on.
I'm going to give it to you raw and real and tell you the truth. And I don't mean it from a
the raw and real. What people don't understand is the raw and real is because we understand the seriousness of what we're trying to stop you from entering.
Yes.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's one thing I can say as far as like expecting that, you know, and then the transition and things like that. And the people, and not only that though, but I've also put distance in between certain family members. It ain't because I don't love you and I don't mess with you. Our energy just ain't gelling. And as I love you to pieces, but I just can't get jiggy with what you got going on. Can't get jiggy with it.
I swear, some of the stuff that comes out of our mouths when we talking.
Hey, I'm just saying, you know, I can't, you know, hey, it's tell the truth, and I love you, but baby, I can't rock with you.
I'm gonna love you over here.
You're gonna take me back, and I'm gonna cuss you out spiritually, and you ain't gonna like it.
You ain't gonna like it.
You ain't gonna like it because I'm gonna read your soul, and you're not gonna like it. That's why we trying to stay cool.
And another thing what family members don't and friends don't realize is a lot of times when you're friends with a spiritualist, you get protections you don't even know you have.
Yeah. Woo! That let me
yes. Yeah. Because my thing is spiritual people, we're not selfish. We don't always be about I won't protect me, surround me, cover me.
Let me tell you
again, what I say, when we love you,
we set intention. We set intention for everyone we love.
Everybody.
That part.
Just the other day, like with my best friend, like I can tell, I'm like, girl, I lit you a candle. Like,
You told us that one day. I lit us a candle and I wrote my intentions. We were like, all right.
You know, we always say that. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, own it.
that is such a good point. Like we,
Mhm.
if you are friends with a spiritualist, or if you're dating a spiritualist, whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
we got you. Especially if we love you, yes. And
Hey,
Mhm.
listen,
that's what it is. Yeah, that's
no,
you said a mouthful, honey. Yeah, you got protection that you don't even know about. Good protection.
good protection.
Good
So
protection.
if you lose us, well, ain't nothing about me.
Hey, I still
I
wish
saw
you.
I saw a video
I
today
still
like
send well
that.
wishes.
I said I do too. I wish that you get everything you deserve out of life.
Right, everything you deserve.
Ah, yes, yes. Let me see. Do we got some good stuff in here? Because baby,
Because remember,
we know.
now I remember the last show, Words and Spells.
Yeah.
That's what you said. I wish you well.
I wish you well.
You know,
Hope
if
you
I
get
say what I
everything you
really
deserve
want to
in life.
sell, if I say what I really want to sell, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, she do voodoo. She done hex me." Nope.
Oh God,
Not putting that on me.
you hexed me.
I didn't do that. You did that.
No,
to
you just
yourself.
lost my protections, boo.
Exactly. That's what
That's
it is.
all that
You just lost-
happened.
You just lost my protection.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
just lost my
That's what I'm
protection.
saying. Okay, do we
Y'all know,
got
look,
anything?
I'm sorry I'm moving around. I'm sorry. Y'all know I be in bed.
Hey, that's where I need to be.
I be in
That's where I
bed.
need to be.
I
I ain't
can't
mad
sit
at
too long.
you.
I sit all day at work, so I can't go back and
Let's
sit
see,
at my
what you-
desk at home.
Let's see, right? Okay, let's go. Okay, so then Queen Beijing, it's good seeing you, girl. You know, we's looking for your name at the
Uh-huh.
last show, like where she at.
When she popped in, I saw.
I was like Queen Beijing. She didn't check in. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and Natasha. Don't see her in here today.
I sure enough
So,
don't.
you know, I'm just
Where
saying.
Look, where our spirituals at? Where's our spirituals at?
Okay, we be looking for y'all.
I don't
But
see
Queen
Tony
Beijing
in here
said,
either
she's
with her light.
right. She said, right. I've lost a lot of my family because of that. It does hurt.
Mhm.
They were disturbed and draining my energy really
Yes.
bad. You know, and the bad thing about you didn't lose them, they lost you. Because
Right.
the one thing I can say, I don't care who it is, and especially family, if they not pushing you to grow and be your true authentic self and love
it's
you
not.
through
Mhm.
love you through some things, especially when you say, well, I want to get to know my spirituality and tap into that. They weren't meant to be in your life in the first place.
Yeah, 'cause
Period.
all they're gonna do is
Even
block
though
your-
you share the same blood, you know,
Yep.
because
gonna block your growth.
and the reason why the reason why they disturb and they drained your energy is because they're part of your blood. So therefore, y'all, you know what I mean. So y'all come
It's
from
like
the
a
same
constant
bloodline.
battle.
So, yeah, so they know how to get into them nerves and tap in. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all got that bloodline together. So
Yep.
that's why they know how to disturb your energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they know how to do that, and that's something. And ooh, that just gave me chills because
That's such a good
that
point.
happens a little bit more. You know, now me even just saying that just
Yep.
touches me because I've had some instances where I'm like, I love you, my blood, but you done messed up my whole feng shui.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
what?
You know, yeah, because I'm just like, you know, so yeah, so no, you didn't lose them, they lost you. I mean,
Right.
and you just got to clip relationships to get where you know where you want to go, especially if you're serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me
And
see.
sometimes those relationships can block you from being your better self.
Mhm.
Phil
You know what
said-
I realized? I realized that when you love yourself, it's just like when everybody remember their first love, and you go hard to protect that first love. You fight your mama over that first love, right? So when you love yourself with that intensity, baby,
Ooh,
you punch
they don't
yourself
like
in the
it.
eye for disrespecting yourself.
They don't
Girl,
like
what's wrong with you?
real talk. Let me see. What else? Marcel said it took me some years to learn, but I will say I love you, the new me and us.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
I mean, you know, y'all little sisters, sometimes big sisters, y'all a pain in the ass, but we love y'all, especially when we see y'all potential, you know, brothers, sisters.
I
And
watched my sister try to please everybody in the family.
No, you got to please yourself because
And
you.
baby, I've always been the bad kid because I was the adventurous one. I was always doing stuff I had no business, but she always got caught doing stuff. They called sneaky. Wasn't I was sneaky, but why I gotta be out in the open? If I got busted, I got busted. I took the consequence. I really didn't care. You know, so a lot of times my sister would like, I remember one of the biggest things, we had a rivalry because of this. It was one-sided because I love my sister. And I used to be like, you let them push that, but do what you want to do. You understand what I'm saying? Out of me, my sister, and my brother, my sister's the only one out of the three of us that was not a teen mother. You understand what I'm saying? My sister was the only one that went to school. She was on honor roll. She was, if she got into fights in schools because people bullied her and she had to fight. She had no choice. I was fighting. I was here. I was there. I was cutting school. I was hanging out here. I was doing this. I was doing that. 6 months after high school, I was pregnant. My sister was working at Morgan Stanley and doing all these things at 21 and going and living her life. And I was the one that was the problem, but she never understood why everybody just was beat on her back. Everything she did was scrutinized. She's, and I didn't know that she felt this way until one day we had some words and she was just like, y'all, I did everything right like they told me to do. And then I looked at her dead in the face and said, because you did everything they told you to do. I said, I'm happy with every choice I made in my life because they were mine. So I tell her, even now, I said to her, I said, I said, TT, I don't want you to have to do don't follow nothing I say. But I asked her one day, I said, have I ever in all the years that we've been around each other and together, have I ever stirred you wrong? And I said, please don't bring up the time I made you open the Christmas gifts and we got a beating. But that was wrong. But in anything else in life, I've always had my sister's back and I've always done everything to elevate her, to show her something else or show her something else. And we've had family literally get in her ear.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? To knock that down. And I told her, I said, think about this. Everyone that has ever come to you in our life growing up together, have they ever given you anything of good intention? And I feel like personally that I've been spiritual all along and I just never really tapped in. And this was all of the demon behavior. And I have to call it demon for just the lack of, because they saw what I was doing and it was just the fault of everything that I was doing. You understand what I'm saying? Because they saw that if I had gotten my sister to a certain point at a certain time, that, oh boy, that would have been double the trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just grateful because like now I'm very proud of her because I said a few things to her in roughness and I told her because my sister doesn't take kindly to you. I'm snappy and I'm just, that's me all the time with my mouth. So when I spoke to her and I said to her, I was like, I literally sat her down and I said, I love you. And I am not going to sacrifice my peace for you. I said, either you want to be happy and free, or you'd have to do it for yourself because I can't do it. And I can't put myself in that way with that energy. And she understood the assignment. My girl stayed away for a good, like almost 2 months, maybe, like maybe 5-6 weeks, I'll say. It felt like 2 months. But my girl came back and started talking to me. We had a conversation and I listened and I was like, but the whole time she wasn't there, I was throwing my affirmation songs at her and all my positivity was still coming through. And what she did, she started to tap into what I was showing and telling her. And she's in such a different space now. And I see it. She got a girl about her. I love it.
Yeah, that's all it takes sometimes.
My bestie stepped in the room. You missed it, Chrissy. I was talking about you.
I'm back.
Yes.
Sorry about that, lady. I'm back. Yeah, no, I likes to dip.
Yep. She puts the dip in mine. Look, and Goddess Moon dips.
She be dipping.
Listen, while we at it, Sarita, your phone charge?
It is.
You said mind your business.
First of all, you come yell at it.
I said mind your business. Don't be doing that. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Oh, God.
It is. It's been charging this whole time.
Okay. Cool.
This phone does not stay in charge.
No, it does not. She taps out in the middle of conversations. And they be
That's
good ones. We be like, where's Sarita go?
Right. It's like,
My
okay.
phone
Okay. So, all right. So, I know I missed out on some good stuff. Okay. So now we're about to get a little juicy. I came back in the nick of time. Okay. So the next question is, why are so many spiritualists single? Marquita, you get you get to start off.
Go ahead.
Oh, I did.
Mikey.
I was just being. I really do.
I mean, hey,
I'm
Sheree,
about
you
to
can
tell
do
you. Listen, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm just being funny.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it because I can tell you I'm gonna do it. I ain't got no problem with it.
Look, he is ready, y'all.
I'm hype about this one. Okay. So let me just say why I'm single. I don't have the time. I just said this to my daughter the other day, and I told y'all this one time too. I said, I'm not looking for nothing anymore. I'm looking for peace of mind, some solace, some tranquility, some solitude. And if somebody walks in and they can step in and make that all still be good and we flow nicely, I'm all for it. But right now, I have not found anyone. And people always say, oh, you got to go out. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because if I'm destined to meet that person, everything's gonna put itself in where it has to go. So basically, I said, you know what? I'm gonna work on me until I find it. But let me tell you why I'm single. I don't have the patience, the homosexuals, the energy vampires. Yeah, you know the homosexuals. They boo when the fall leaves come. I don't have the patience for it. I'm not a Netflix and chill girl. I like sleeping in my bed. That's why I said queen and not a king size. By myself. My love language is service, and it's been exploited a lot. So because I've opened myself up even more in a spiritual way, I'm not as like before. I would snap if I didn't get what I was getting, like what I wanted from. But now I'm in a space where I will actually be mindful and think about it and play all these things out in my head and try to communicate. And there's a lot of people that's not working on themselves, and I don't have time to go back and grab your hand because I'm still trying to get where I was, where I'm trying to get. I don't want to go back there and start all over again. So, and then you fighting me on it. And then, a lot of times, men know about stuff like this. There's some that are good, that they really do on point. But then you got some men that want to make jokes about, certain things in the beginning of meeting you, and you try to introduce and let them know that you are into spirituality. Or you go read my birth chart. I don't care about your birth chart, sir. I'm looking at mine right now. If I look, I don't need to look at your birth chart because my birth chart can tell me if you even fit into it. So, this is so crazy. I just don't have the patience. And I'll be like I like to keep saying, I'm excited about this. I'll be 50 next year. Maybe this life ain't the life for me to meet. Maybe this was the life for me to learn. And then my next life is for me to meet. That's the next level I'm going to get to. But I think that I'm single, and I think that why a lot of spiritualists are single is because we won't settle.
Right.
I refuse to settle. My favorite video clip over and over again, they always show the same clip, but nobody ever watches the full interview of Eartha Kitt.
Oh yes.
Why should I compromise who I am to have you in my life? Why? I have things that I like to do, and it's a lot. It's like, this goes deeper too, because it kind of goes back to our childhoods as well. Women have been told to mold ourselves into what society and what men want, and it's been such a taboo to say that you can't have a man, like you don't have a man because there's no validation on you having one. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just be. That's why I love this younger generation of these young women. These young women ain't taking no shorts
at all.
None. Either you step up or you step off, and they're meaning it. And I really appreciate that, because we were molded and told, and I don't blame our parents, because this is a society that they had, and it passed down. And it's just that, like, these kids now are trying to, like, really showing us, like, I'm behind where I should be. I personally feel spiritually, emotionally, you know what I'm saying? But I need to be a better person myself. Like, what is it that I'm gonna be able to deal with? Like, with the, what have I dealt with all of my triggers? You know what I mean? And then if I meet someone who's not even on their spiritual journey, they won't understand when I say I feel. They'll just complain that I'm feeling everything. They, they won't understand when I say, you know what, I need to talk about this because this is how this made me feel. Or when I say, you know what, I feel this, or I need to do this, or can I talk to you about this? It feels like it's nagging, or it's something else. And it's like, if you don't even want to tap to just get a little bit of what I am, then you don't love me. You don't, you can't play these. And I refuse to play the game anymore. I really do. I refuse to play the game. So I think a lot of spiritualists are like that because they, you know, when you find this love for yourself that is so intense that it's like you will defend it. And I swear to you, I will defend it against anyone.
Mm-hmm.
My children, and y'all
Mm-hmm.
know how I feel about them. And
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to ever put myself back in a box. And when I say a box, I'm talking about a casket because all you are is walking dead when you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's why a lot of us are single. We like our time, we like our solace, and no one have been able to fit into that. I watch other people that are into spirituality and even conscious folks go into these relationships, and you can see that they're not totally healed because it's
Ooh.
all glorified, and they talk this whole like my queen or my kingness, and then you see them all with the pictures and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you, when you in a spiritual relationship, there's no pictures. You ain't got time for pictures because you over there talking and manifesting together. You ain't got time for a Snapchat or Instagram.
Yeah.
You ain't going on there. What you going on there for? Because that's taking away from the energy. You in there building so much with each other that baby, you do not. I told you I was dealing with a half spiritualist, so but I was in my baby stages. I just started going further out.
Right.
But yeah, you know, like you realize that you literally cut off the world when you're in a spiritual relationship. You cut the world off. So because I had a little taste of it, and I know where I am now, it makes it a little harder. And I think that's why a lot of women and men who are spiritualists, if you ever notice some people that you see that are outwardly open and in the public eye with their spirituality, you see them. You see them bounce, you know, how they say it in religion? They backslide. You see them come back because they don't want to go so far that they will be alone.
Yeah.
But I'm at peace with being alone.
Yeah.
You know, not for nothing. I got Zelly, y'all.
Well, because I'll answer. I'm gonna answer. Then I'm gonna let Sarita, because I think she has the best of kind of
The both
she
of
can
us.
speak on both both.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
And I ain't gonna tell her business. She can share with y'all her stuff. Anyway, but I feel like the reason why most spiritualists are single, number one, when you learn self-peace, you don't want that disturbed
at all.
You don't. So you learn self-peace. Now that those self-love. Like you said, the church days, we called it being equally yoked.
Right.
It's spiritual, equally yoked, but we're functioning on the same frequency.
It's the same.
Okay. Exactly. That's important to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be perfect, but we need to be at least somewhat on the same. So I'm single because I didn't been through hell. I've been with somebody that was not we weren't nowhere near on the same frequency, period. And that taught me a very valuable lesson. Not only that though, but also being with people that I seen certain things and I ignored them. So me learning to be by myself and love me and my peace and what peace really means to me, that's definitely being one of the reasons why I've remained single. And I could even agree with what you were saying. My situation now is like I used to be the girl like, oh, look at me and my boo. Say cheese. Say cheese. I got a boyfriend. Now you ain't gonna know if I'm in a relationship or not. Unless I want you to. I'm not gonna want my dude all on internet. Like I tell people all the time, they think I'm playing.
It's that energy.
Right. I told people y'all gonna mess around, and guess what? I was like, I'm gonna pop up and my last name gonna be different.
So sorry, y'all. I have a typo.
That's what type of time I'm on. Because I mean, again, like you said, I really want to grow with somebody. That is so important to me. I don't want to fake grow. You know, I want to really grow with somebody. You know, and I want us to respect each other's differences. You know, in my heart, I'm manifesting. I want me a spiritual man.
Yep.
I don't really want a man that's tied to no type of religion. I just don't. I really truthfully want a spiritual person that's, like really just in tune with, like I said, because it's all about self-growth, self-evaluation, elevation. You know what I'm saying? And that's important to me. And I know what I want in my heart. I know what I deserve. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a dope ass woman, period. Am I perfect? No, I'm not, but I'm a dope ass woman and I know I give a rare and different type of love. I know that. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to, positively love bomb, my guy, you know what I'm saying? And I want him to be able to positively love bomb me too.
Mhm.
So I'm taking my time, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I am definitely, taking my time with that.
Mhm.
So yes.
Not that smile.
All right.
Not that
Oh,
smile.
we got a question. Let's address it.
Let's go.
Where am I? Hold on. I got you.
Okay. Can a person that's not into spirituality truly be fulfilling to a person's life that is into it? I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let y'all answer that.
Can a person that's not into spirituality truly be fulfilling to a person that's not into it? See, personally, I can only speak for myself. No, for me, because I've dated guys who were not. I'm not gonna say. I mean, yes and no. If you're understanding, then yes. But if you're not understanding, no.
No.
If you don't understand it, then no. Because I've dated guys in the past who were not understanding at all, who didn't get it, who wanted me to change who I was. And I did at that time because I was trying to fit that mold so hard. I wanted to be that person for them. So I'm going to say yes and no. No, if you're not understanding. Yes, if you can understand them and you can communicate. And it's all about understanding and communicating. So you don't necessarily have to be into spirituality, but I think you need to respect it and understand it. So that's how, yeah.
Thanks. All
I
right.
have an answer.
Yeah.
I'm about to put this in also to post it, but I have wrote this down because remember I told you guys I was researching a lot of stuff and digging into things. One of the things I'm trying to pin now, but I'm just going to read it right now. Once you learn the secrets of love and the way it supports your soul's development, you will never see your love life the same way again.
Mm-hmm.
So, if the person that is not into spirituality is not able to be that person to love you enough to support the development of your soul, to elevate you and have you in a state of peace and happiness and wholeness, then no. Mm-mm. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a problem. It's gonna become a problem. Because remember, while that person that's the spiritualist is with you and you're here, we're constantly doing this right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So eventually, either you're gonna feel some form of insecurities by, how we're moving, and then we're gonna feel not.
Like
I
you're
won't say.
not moving.
Well, no, we become unattached. We detach because we're gonna fight.
True.
We're gonna fight to keep going.
Yep.
And it's just gonna be like you're not. All right, you're not coming, and then it's just that's it. It's the end of it.
That's a very good point because I want to go back into like dating. Like, not dating. What was the last question, child? I don't know.
It was a why most spiritualists single.
So like I said, I can go to the both, because when I was, the thing is, when you step into this spiritual journey, you're going to learn about self and self-love. And you're going to love yourself so much, like like we said, you're going to love yourself so much that they're not going to understand that. Like, why can't? Because I know in my last, before the relationship I'm in now, the person I was with before, I outgrew them because I was going here. I was leveling up. And I was learning to love myself. I was learning to not take any BS. And so they did not understand that. They were still down here. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to take you talking to me crazy. I'm not going to take you overly sexualizing me. I'm not going to take none of this stuff. So reason why I feel like I was single at the time is because I loved me. I learned how to love me. And I love myself more than I love you. And they knew that. And so I was like, okay, well then it's over. I can't deal with someone because I'm gonna love me no matter what.
Right.
I'm going to always come first. Doesn't matter who it is.
Right.
It's going to be me before anybody. And I didn't know that until I was single, until I sat down with myself and I was like, yo, I really got to learn how to love me. I really got to learn how to do this by myself instead of hopping into relationships. Because that's what I would do. I would hop into relationships without being, I would have no single point until I was single for a long time. And I was like, yo, okay, now it's on and popping. So the next person who I'm be with, they have to be on that same level. And that's why I'm so blessed in the relationship I'm in now, because I've never dated someone who is spiritually or who understands spirituality. I never had that. And I just think people just need to be understanding. That's the whole thing of this. It's just be understanding. And I'm about to answer this question, friend, best friend. This question.
I saw that. I said, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah, me too. I said, "Yep."
Okay. Now listen.
Did she adjust her glasses?
I did.
Okay, it's about to get real, y'all.
Oh, let me read it. I found my fiance still attached to the ex. But the thing is with that, friends, you are growing, and I'm gonna say this. I want to be careful how I, say my words. You are growing faster than she is. Your growth, and I know that you love her. I know that you love her, and I know that she loves you. I know it. I feel it and I see it. But at the same time, right now, she still has to work on a lot of baggage before she can get to that next step. Not that she's still attached to her ex, she's still attached to that feeling and that hurt. She's attached to what they did to her, because when we don't have this side conversation, she's attached to what that person did to her in the past. And she's now putting that into y'all's relationship. But what she needs to do is communicate her feelings. And I know it's hard for her to communicate those feelings, but you gotta, like I told you before, you can't hold back about your feelings either. Because remember, you are important. You come first. So always
you can't pour from an empty cup.
You cannot.
That part. And I want to insert something just because I've seen this happen, and I actually kind of gave this, I gave the same forecast to somebody. One thing I could say, Envy, is that can cause either y'all grow together, y'all gonna grow apart. And I think that's why I'm scared, like in the function and shifting of my relationship, because I've seen where one person was spiritual and they was going, they was growing, it was happening. The other person wasn't.
And it also,
and then they grew apart, and they grew apart, and it ended up with a separation or divorce. So,
and I think that's what Fran is afraid of.
Yeah.
That she doesn't want to grow apart from, and I understand that you don't want to grow apart from the person that you love so much, because you can love somebody so much and just stay with them because you're used to it, you're comfortable, and you don't want.
But you know what? But even if she's spiritual and she for real about her spiritual, it don't matter how much you try to make it work and y'all try to stay together, it's going to burn out, and it's not going to.
And like I've told her before,
you just got to be prepared.
Your fiance is listening to everybody else. She's listening to other people telling her about her spiritual journey instead of listening to herself. She has to stop listening to other people. Stop inserting other people into your relationships also. And that goes back to being private. Because with my relationship, only people who knows I'm in a relationship, the people I need them to know. Who knows.
Yep.
That's it, because that's mine. I want to keep that private. I want to keep that safe and sacred.
Because not everybody rooting for your love and your relationship.
And not everyone's going to root for the happiness. Not everybody wants to see the best. And that's why I keep that private.
Y'all need to sit down. Yes, y'all just need to sit down and have a for real deep conversation.
Sit down and
real
talk to each other, like a real talk. Even if she tries to shut out, you don't shut out. You keep going and say you got it, because it's going to fester. You're going to keep putting this back in, and you're going to explode. And it may, because I know how you are, friend. I know how you are about. You don't want to get things off your chest. But remember, I used to be the same way in relationships. I would not tell nobody how I would feel. I was
then you suffer, but you suffer.
Yeah, you suffer. Yeah,
you suffer.
You cannot put that.
I just want to let her know This is a poor drawing, but I just want to show you something that I learned about letting go in relationships. And my kids can tell you I've walked away from
Can't
relationships.
you loving someone who is ready to
So you
go.
see this right here? This is just
Yeah,
your journey
read that.
together. Sometimes you have to split. Find out from here what's going on.
Mhm.
And if you're meant to be in the same place again,
You and
you
me
will be.
back up. Yes, I love that. I
Also,
love that.
That's
Give
always
her-
been my mindset.
and give her an ultimatum.
Mhm.
Hey, either you gonna do this or this ain't gonna work.
Why would
Right.
he say ultimatum?
Yeah,
It's
but-
just a more or less just basically
Tell her what
maybe
you
we
need.
Yes.
yeah, well, or even kind of maybe I'm a true believer in this. And that's why it's hard for me in my situation that I'm with, just because we have so many bonds
Mhm.
in so many levels. Even when we go apart from each other, we always tend
Come
to
back. Yeah.
find
Mhm.
each other like magnets.
Mhm.
So for me, and this person isn't necessarily spiritual,
Mhm.
but they get it to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? But they just got their own personal thing they need to work through and understand or whatever. But what I'm saying is, I think it's something to it, because we keep on meeting together, and it ain't a bad meeting. It ain't like we're meeting like bonding over traumas or, you know, or out of convenience or nothing like that. It's always been something deeper than that. So I am a true believer of, if it's meant to be, it will always return.
Exactly. And I know, and as I know that they love each other, because I've seen them together. Like, I know that her fiance loves her. I do. But it's attachment. It's attachment of hurt is what it is. I think they're both afraid of being hurt, because they both have been hurt before. I've seen my best friend go through horrible relationships. I've seen
and my next thing, you can't have nothing good if you didn't heal from what hurt you.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You can't give pure love from a hurt space. It just don't work that way.
And
because
also,
what's that song, Bag Lady?
Mm-hmm.
The Bag Lady, whether you realize it or not, and Bad Men, because it goes both ways. If you haven't unpacked the hurt that hurt you from a past relationship, ain't no way in the world your current situation is going to work itself out.
You're going to bring it all in with you.
And that's why I've stayed single. Like, I've had encounters. I'm not going to front, but like, I've been really single for real for like 6 years. Not even realize that. Like, I've been like, it's been like 6 years, 7 years since I've been like single. And I took the time to heal. You know, I mean, because each relationship, whether we want to admit it or not, we done got hurt some type of way, you know, where it affected us. It caused a scar, either it caused a brand new scar, it picked off an old scab, and, you know, affected a wound that you already had. So I am a true believer. You have to, y'all got to heal, because y'all not doing nothing but trauma bonding.
Yes.
Over and over and over again.
Trauma bonding and trauma love. That's not pure love. That's not good love. It's not healthy love. So y'all might need to, you know, say, hey, you know what? We love each other. Okay. But I'm a true believer that love is not the only thing that keep people together. I don't care how much you love a person.
We just said how we love our family, but we don't be bothered.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you might have to like Marquita's drawing out together, but y'all might need some space to figure it out. And if it's meant to be, then y'all, you know, revisit it.
Yeah.
You know?
But the thing is, her fiance has a friend that be in her ear telling her stuff, because she's on her spiritual journey and she's telling her stuff that's false. And I'm just like,
and the thing is that you got to break it down. Tell her, friend, I love you, but your spiritual journey is different than mine.
Right. Yeah.
So I appreciate your efforts, and I see that you're trying to be helpful, but
that's for
you. Because like all three of us, we're on our own spiritual journey, but we also say things that resonate with each other. But
and we bring them to each other.
Yeah. And some things I could be like, yeah, okay. And then some things I'm like, oh no, I'm not ready.
Right.
Right. I respect it, but that's not, you know, what it is. So
and that's you know what the best part about that is? The best part about that is the fact that we go, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And I think
let it sink in.
Let it sink in.
Because you might not get it then. Because I know things we've talked about, you know, months before now. Like now it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know what it is. You know, but it had to come in the form of my own lesson. But just I don't want to spend too much time because we don't want to speak too much into your situation, but just really sit down, pray about it. And also because it's funny that you said that, because when you on your spiritual journey, and I actually was going to highlight this later, but because you said it, one thing I can say, you learn how to create boundaries on your spiritual journey.
Yep, I got that on my list too.
She needs to create a boundary with that
Yeah.
best friend.
With everybody, best friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, you have to, you know, boundaries.
Yeah.
And my thing is I love you and this is us, but the boundary is that your other friend can't leak into what we got going
Yes.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And that's a healthy boundary. You're not
But
asking
the thing is, like we just said, in a spiritual relationship, there is no one that is in there. No one should be able to infiltrate that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think from my friend, like I said, she's elevating just faster than she thought she would.
And you know what? I hate to, I hate putting, but if I didn't do it, spirit be mad at me.
Yeah.
Some people be demons. And you don't even know they're demons.
or vampires.
Demons, vampires, how you want to do it.
They hear the
you elevating and they'll come.
Because the attacks come.
The
attacks
forms
come.
in the forms of people you love
Mm-hmm.
that will mess you up.
Mm-hmm.
And because I've had that happen, people I'm like, I love you, you know, you family or you a close friend, and they've done things to like put a hump in my journey of spirituality, where it's like, all right, I was functioning like this, and now I didn't went down. You know, so be careful there.
And everything's a test. And like what I would tell my friend, like, you're going to go through these tests. Spirit is going to test you and see how you're going to rewrite this.
Are you going to test you? Like I said, it tests you with people that you love, things that mean something to you.
Test you. It's going to. So yeah, girl, you call me.
Keep on growing. Yes, I'm gonna send up. I send up good vibes and prayers for you. You'll figure it out. Absolutely. But literally, you just think about what we said. It might not make sense now, but just think about it, ponder upon it, and I'm sure you'll be enlightened, especially if you elevating. You will have some enlightenment, like, okay, you know, this is what it is.
Yep, you definitely will.
This is what it is. Okay, so all right.
Okay.
So I like that. So finally some interaction, because we were just going through the questions quickly. Even though we kind of coming to the end of the show, but still, this is some good stuff. Okay, so the next question I had is, why are many spirituals introverts or ambiverts?
Ooh. I'm an ambivert.
I'm an ambivert too.
And the only reason I'm an ambivert is because I have a job.
I feel that.
I get my business to sustain my lifestyle, and I'll be a complete introvert.
Yeah. Sarita, if you want to start, you can start.
Okay.
Or
I'll start. Okay. For me, I just like to be alone. I like quietness. I like my own energy. Sometimes I don't like messing with other people's energies. And like when I was out in the public working, it drained me so bad because I had to be hey, you know, I had to, be in people's spaces. I had to talk and all this other stuff. And by the time I got home, I was so tired. I'm just naturally me. I'm very quiet. I like to listen to people. I'm a listener. I love to listen, and then I'll speak. But I'm just naturally just quiet. I'm naturally not shy. I can be shy. If I don't know you, then I'm not going to talk to you until I get to know you, until I get your vibe. And if I feel like your vibe is off, then I'm going to go back into my hermits. And I naturally am like watching people too. I'm a watcher also. I'm a listener and I'm a watcher. I watch out for body language and all that stuff. So for me, people's energies get attached to me very easily. And I know that about myself. So I'm just like, I'd rather just be alone, leave me alone. And then when I feel like interacting, I'll go interact. That's how I am. Like if I feel up to it, then I'll go interact. But if I don't feel like doing it, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just pinning some of my stuff here. I had some good questions for good things for people to think about walking away from us.
Okay, so Marquita, what are you?
I'm an ambivert because I have a job. So I'm becoming more and more of an introvert, though. I'll be honest with y'all. Was I on the phone with y'all when I was practicing quitting yesterday?
Yes.
I was on the phone. Oh, yeah. Okay, my bad.
Yes.
But
woke up on this and I quit.
Yep, I quit. I'm done. But I am becoming more and more introverted. I was on vacation this week and I enjoyed the fact that I left my house only a couple of times. And that was to take my granddaughter to school and pick her up and to run errands for my business, dropping off some things to be shipped and pick up supplies. And I did that. And like, I'm such an introvert now that I will literally plan my movements on how not to interact with too many people.
I feel that.
I know what time to leave the house where there's not too much traffic. I know what stores to hit, what time. I put them in order. So I'm literally driving in a circle and back home. And even in the morning, I literally live 20 minutes away from my job. I start at 7:30 a.m. and I'm at work at 6:30, 6:25. Because I don't like traffic. It's just too much.
Interacting with people can be too much.
It's too much. And what bothers me a lot is that sometimes people view me being I'm gonna say I'm an ambivert because that's what I've been mostly, but I'm moving to an introvert. People think that I'm like in a bad space with them, and I'm not. I'm really not. I just at this moment I have nothing to say. I have nothing to interact with. I'm just naturally protecting myself, and when I say naturally, it's not that I'm just going, I'm not talking to you today. I just don't have nothing to say. I got nothing. And I'm still fighting with my cigarette addiction. So I go out on my break and sometimes I'll just stand right there and be reading stuff on my phone or listening to my affirmations and song. And I just be in my own little world. And I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. I really do.
What about you, Sarita?
I just like being alone.
She does like being alone.
I just like being alone. Like
I just said you did. You answered. Yeah. Okay. Hey, mama.
Like what?
Hey, mom.
Depends. Like old me. I guess I can't. Because old me, I would go out and party and stuff like that. But
yeah, I did that.
That was I was on a different frequency.
Yeah. Yes.
Now I can't see myself really. Like going to a club now, I'm like,
I'm uncomfortable.
Don't touch me.
Very uncomfortable. Yeah. Let me see. With me, okay, so I am an ambivert, and I used to be an extrovert. Like I was the life of the party. I love people, but I don't know transitioning. I am definitely an ambivert. And that's because I know how to be social when I need to be social.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And because I started out being such a social person, so it's not like it's foreign to me.
Yeah.
But
you prefer to be.
I like being in my own home. I love being at home in my own space because I can control the energy. I control my space.
It's peaceful. It's your space.
Yes, because when people come over my house, they always say, "Oh, I love the energy in your house." And these are like people like. Because I braid hair from time to time, and my daughter, they send them out, and they be like, "Oh, I love like the energy in here, so calm." They fall asleep in my chair, and they be like, they be like, "Ooh,
nobody want to leave."
They don't want to leave. They was like, "Yes," they like, "Oh my God, like I love your space." And I'm like, I'm like, "Yep," because that's important to me. Because again, like say, I feel like I am a hypersensitive empath because I feel everything. And so I like being, by myself. And I said, I just feel like the reason why spiritualists are either introverts or ambiverts, because again, we love our peace and we like to be able to control our space, and you know what I mean, because we can't control what all the other foods out in the world do. We can't control them, but at least in my space I know I can control me and what's going on in my space and my happiness and things like that. So I think that is is why.
And I will say I'm grateful for social media because it allows me to be social
without being social.
Yes, and it's funny that you even say that because again, we all met on Vine.
Yes, we did.
Old school Vine. Yeah. So with me, and that's when
6 second videos.
Yes, and like literally 6. Yeah, that ended up going to like outings, like super vines and things like that. Some of us went and met, but again, that app, like you said, it allowed you to be social while being at home. That way, you could just exit out you could exit out the app when you didn't feel like being bothered.
Yep.
And You know, so yeah, so I think that's pretty much, because like I said, we like to we not necessarily we got to have control of everything, but us being in control of our peace
Peace.
and our
Yeah.
happiness, I think I could say that makes us all happy, and is very, very important to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our selves. So okay, so the next one is, okay, so now we didn't kind of talked about this or whatnot. So in all, how has the dynamics changed with your relationships, partnerships, kinships, all that, friendships, like since being on your journey?
We did.
Did we already?
Yeah, because you know what happened? We kind of spilled over
Yeah.
from when
For
we were
that
talking
question,
about the
the
kinship.
dynamics change.
Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
talked about how we, some of us have lost family. We're not dealing, things like that. We
Yeah.
kind of like, space that out
So
into
so
that.
over, I mean, so basically, I guess we can kind of, I guess, wrap that, because that was one of the things that was one of my questions, like really how the dynamics changed. But I guess we did kind of
Mm-hmm.
speak on that. What else?
I'm leaving some homework for y'all, so y'all pay attention to these
Ooh, y'all
pinned
got
comments.
homework.
Yeah, y'all got homework.
Y'all got
And if you
homework.
don't remember, you can always go back and just, forward to these spots. But
Absolutely.
I'm gonna drop a few of these.
So I guess it's okay. So
Oh,
again,
you know what?
since
Before we go to, because I see where we are, I want to share one of the laws. Everybody here, there's laws on everything in spirituality. Laws of nature, laws of attraction. There's also laws of love. You can apply them to yourself as well as apply them to a relationship. But law number 6, after this whole show, and after listening to let me see, who was it that we were just talking to, Miss Envy.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I want to leave Miss Envy with this to ponder, okay? Because she is a spiritualist, so she's going to understand exactly what this means, all right? The law of choices. You don't always get what you want, you get
Mm-hmm.
what you choose. You cannot change people,
Mm.
you can accept them for who they are. If who they are doesn't work for you, make another choice. You can't change anyone but yourself. You cannot choose someone and then beat them up for not being what you want,
Ooh.
okay?
Ooh.
So your homework is everybody's as well is, do I want this person or do I
Mm.
want the idea of this person? Does the reality of the relationship match up to your expectations? And you have to make an honest decision and choice.
Mm.
Oh, I love
All right.
that.
That
I
was
said,
good.
girl, I'll send
I
that to y'all.
love
I'll
that.
send that to
Yes,
y'all.
please.
I
Oh, you
told y'all
gave
I was
me some
working.
homework on some things.
I was up all night last Friday because I was getting downloads and I was just
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
That was
okay,
good.
I keep a
okay.
pen and pad in the bed. I just start,
Well, okay. So what I'll do is I'm gonna kind of change things up, kind of on the spot. Okay, because I had already, because we was trying to make sure we were
Mhm.
on. So I've already spoke about the eclipse moon when we first
Right, started. But
logged
now we
on.
got more
Mhm.
people in.
So what I would like to do, and we can start Sarita, since Marquis just got through saying something. So
Mhm.
can we, all right, so give, I guess, more or less kind of summarize like your thought process of our show, kind of like relationships and spirituality. Just kind of speak from the heart, if you want to share
Mhm.
a lesson, or whatever the case may be.
Okay. I just want to say that trust your instinct, trust your gut, trust that you are on the right path for yourself.
Mhm.
And you cannot please everybody. Everyone is not going to be happy for you.
Mhm.
Everyone is not going to be there for you. You have to learn how to be your own best friend. You have to learn how to just be by yourself, and just know that you are on the right path and you are making the right choice for yourself.
Mhm.
You cannot make other people happy. You cannot make your family, friends, or whatever happy. You have to make yourself happy. At the end of the day, when you go to bed at night, are you happy with yourself?
Right.
Did you make the right choices for yourself? When you wake up in the morning, are you doing this for yourself? Or are you doing this for other people? And just
Mhm.
know that your spiritual journey is your journey. It's not going to look like mine. It's not going to look like nobody else's. It's going to look like yours. And you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You don't have to. Whatever speaks to you, you do that.
Mhm.
You do what's best for you and love yourself, because self-love is important. It's so
Mhm.
important. Once you learn how to love yourself, you're going to realize a lot of things you're not going to deal with anymore.
Right.
So just trust the process. I know things, because on this journey, things get hard. Spirit's going to test you. You're going to be ugly crying in the shower. You're going to be you'll go through depression. Okay. You're going to go through a lot of changes, but it's a test and it's a journey. Rewrite your story. Just renew yourself. Every day is a learning game. Okay. Just trust the process.
Cool. Okay, what you got, Miss Marquita, about, kind of summarizing what your thoughts or little gems you want to drop with the relationships and spirituality?
I thought
big gems, because you definitely dropped some big
hold
ones.
on, I think I got another one.
But Jeff, that was
it wasn't nothing little about that.
Okay, it was big.
I needed that.
Girl, I told y'all the next morning. I said, girl, I couldn't sleep. I had to write all this down. And I just got crazy.
That was getting you prepared.
Yeah. Okay.
Girl, scan them and email them.
I got you. I got you. It's about 7 pages, y'all.
I'm telling y'all, she showed her notebook with her notes. When I tell you something, baby, listen.
We be trying to tell her that she need to go live and start talking to people because she be having these gems.
Yes, she does.
I put you on the spot. I sure did.
I'm telling my business.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna start with videos. I'm gonna do like videos first.
Whatever you need to do, because baby,
I'm gonna start. It's different for me. I don't, it's funny as outgoing as I am in certain situations, I still feel like I'm sharing too much. Like, I appreciate y'all for telling me to show my face.
Transparency is beautiful, because you never know, because there's a woman or a man that's like you, got your temperament, and you show them, oh, this ain't too bad, and you still true to who you are. You lifted somebody else's,
and that could be part of your journey, because I know that was part of my journey.
Well, according to my birth chart, yeah.
Yeah, see?
And I'm the butterfly of the group, so I'm transparent. They know me. I talk and I'm transparent.
Yes.
I'm trying to pull my sisters. Come on, y'all.
Okay.
Come on.
Listen.
Okay, so I want to end it with this: finding your voice and expressing it kindly, constructively, and compassionately is very important as we evolve. So mindful, I used to drive my daughter crazy with that word about 3-4 years ago. Be mindful, be mindful, be mindful. And we have to be able to be mindful, understanding of others, but set boundaries and speak them clearly so that someone understands where we're coming from.
Yeah.
And with that, then you know when to let go of something, because it's going to show itself to let it go. Whether it be relatives, children, adult children, I should say, your family, your friends, unfortunately, because even if you didn't step into spirituality, there's some people that are not friends with people they used to be friends with. So, we're not here to just stay stagnant and complacent in the same place. We're supposed to be growing. And I know me saying that, being a self-expressed ambivert / introvert, sounds a little contradictory, but it's not. It's not. Like, I could walk out in the world and still be a good person when I need to be, or whatever the case may be, So
you a good person. You just don't take no bull crap.
Not at all. Not at all. The
funny
part about it is,
beautiful soul, but
beautiful soul, yes.
I'm gonna put Miss CB Francis on blast, because she's been my friend through so many different changes. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. She my baby's godmamas and all, but that's my best friend. Okay.
CB Francis, like, is that the one that we know?
That's the one that I told y'all, she's a whole full minister. And
okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was the other chocolate cutie, but
yeah.
Let me tell you about Mrs. Francis.
Hey, Francis.
She don't watch me come up from the age of 12. She done see me go through my phases of violence with no mercy and everything, and has watched me transform into who I am now and trying to become. And when I tell y'all, I'm trying not to get all emotional, because she probably gonna laugh at me because she don't see me get like that often. My girl told me the other day, right after my birthday, she made some homemade sangria, and we was twisted off of 2 cups. She was like, I'm so proud of who you've grown to become. And that is the most genuine thing that I've ever heard from anyone, because unlike my mother, her being my friend all these years, she has literally been my friend through so many phases. And she sees me and knows who I am, and she knows she's never ever talked about me or gave up on me or anything. When people said things about me, she would say, I'd be that ratchet friend. I'd be that ratchet friend that she would protect by any means necessary, because no one would ever come out of pocket to me, ever. You understand what I'm saying? And you're blessed to have a friend. You're blessed to have several friends, but you're so blessed to have a real friend.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
I've come. Look, y'all got me crying on freaking camera. This is
I'm
crazy.
so happy.
But
This is growth, y'all. If anybody knows Kofi Brown, this is growth.
Right.
Kofi.
Y'all want to hear a joke? Why my damn tissues across the bed now? I gotta reach for the tissues.
Come on. This is what it's all about.
Look, it's the last tissue.
It's all about though. Yeah.
I love that though, but no, that is a blessing. When you have somebody really rock with you and
I was just
through your trend, like, and again, that goes with like relation. That goes back to what we're saying. When you have true relationships and friendships and people who rock with you through evolutions and throughout your life. I mean, hey, that's a it's a blessing.
It is a blessing
because not everybody gets to have that.
Nope. Yes. So so shout out to the best friends. Shout out to
all the best friends.
Shout out to all the best friends.
All the best friends. See, my best friend be sneaking in here. Sometimes she don't be commenting, but she be sneaking in.
I'm glad Vondi's here, because Vondi, we that's Shavonda. Me and Shavonda done had several conversations. She's an uplifter too, man. We get on Messenger and get to chatting about stuff, and my girl start making them steps, and I was like, baby, you could do what you need to do. Remember when I told you I had a friend that told me I need to hurry up and write the book so she can have her daughter read it? That's Shavonda. Shavonda was like, write that damn book.
I'm telling her to write that book, please.
Yes, please, thank you. But you drop some gems. Make sure you scan that.
Actually, I'm gonna type it up. I'm gonna type it. No, I love you more, Chrissy.
I'm definitely gonna be looking online. You literally had dropped some gems. Let me see. What can I say as far as relationships and spirituality? I mean, just like your spiritual journey, navigate through relationships is a journey too. Some of the journeys are going to be a fun ride, some of them not so fun. Some going to make you happy, some going to heal you, some going to make you sick, and some you're going to hate.
Some of them physically will make you sick.
That's why I said make you sick and you hate. So just know, to the spiritual people, keep on thriving, because there's lessons behind everything.
And the best thing is that aha moment when you get it.
And sometimes they don't click right away.
They don't.
And sometimes don't click right away. Just give yourself, don't be hard on yourself, and just allow that lesson to come. But be open enough to say, you know what, I know I didn't go through this
for nothing.
For nothing.
Where is the lesson? You go, where's the lesson? Where's the lesson?
And for my non-spiritual people,
this is good for them too, though.
One thing I can say, stick around.
Yeah.
You learning something and you elevating, you don't even know it. Because it don't make sense yet. But again, if you're bonded with a spiritual person, it will make sense. And I tell people, you might not level up on a spiritual level like we do, but you're gonna level up on a personal level.
Right. It doesn't, that's what I love about, and I think that's why we called it our spiritual view, because we all agree that so many people commercialize and put these things in boxes. And you don't have to let it. Listen, what we put here and what we share is so personally, it's personally growing just to yourself. It's fulfilling to oneself to learn these things and to have a better life in itself, and better peace of mind and sanity and some kind of emotional intelligence. So just that information in itself, you don't have to light a candle to first, but everything that we put in front of you is just to be a better human being.
Even I mean, just even certain, like, just outgrowing certain necessarily like bad behaviors that that you are. That you have, being around a spiritual person, it's like, what, I really need to check that. That's probably not becoming, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a benefit, either way, so just the main thing is, like I say, just kind of summarizing all, just be open-minded. And that's the main thing, because I feel like when people get fixated on certain things, they're not open to other things.
Right.
They're not even open to hear other scenarios or advice or whatever. So be open-minded.
You know what it's like? It's like I'm gonna just give it a roundabout because I can't do it verbatim. You know that story where they say oh geez, about the wolf. I'm gonna give you the gist of it about the wolf, and he goes, everybody has like a wolf inside of them, or like you have an angel and the devil, for lack of better words to use, right? So who is the strongest out of the two? And they say who you choose to feed, whatever one you choose. So if you choose to feed the demons, and let me tell you something, you'll know who they are because they whisper in your ear. It could be somebody that you've been rolling with and hanging with, and they give you all the bad information. Give you all the bad information. And then that's the one that's going to rule because you're allowing it to rule. So pretty much you have to just find what is so good for you that has you in a space where, I'm gonna honestly tell you, I think I posted this on my page last week, and I said, you get to a space in life where you can calmly in the middle of a conversation that's no longer serving you, honestly say to somebody, I really don't give a fuck, and really mean that. Like it's not, and my kids cracked up because they know that I will sit and have a conversation like, I don't give a shit, like, with no problems, and then go next. I'm turned off now. Like I don't want to hear no more. And it's like I don't feed that, so I don't have spirituality is so beautiful in this sense of having this peace that like we all keep saying over and over throughout this whole show, we don't want to lose that. But it's such a beautiful place that you don't want anyone to intrude in it. It's just like being in, how they always say that you got heaven on earth or whatever. They always say the heaven on earth. That is what this is. It literally is, because you can actually just it's like Ariel and the mermaid. You just be in your own world. Yes. So even if you don't light a candle, you don't do a ritual, you don't do nothing, you don't do any of it. Even if you do, one thing I'll tell you that you can do to make yourself walk in a whole different way is you do your affirmation. Affirm it. I'm going to be a better person. I'm not going to allow this to happen to me anymore. I'm going to stand in my truth. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to be mindful in speaking my mind. I'm not going to tolerate any pain or abuse. Like if you put these things in play, you will start to move in it.
You will see how things start working.
Girl, you glide through so much nonsense and it just be falling at your wayside. Like do.
Listen, okay.
That's more gems.
Look at all this love being thrown around in this room. I'm loving this.
Me too. I love it. Love it. Okay, all well, right, shoot. Well, I guess
we did it this time, y'all. We didn't go that far.
Well, I mean, not too much. We got a couple more things we got to carry. So,
but we didn't do bad this time.
No, we did good. I mean, but I feel like our show is so good. I mean, me personally, we kind of been sticklers, and I really think we kind of need to loosen up the reins, because I watch stuff on. I watch a lot of lives. And they be talking about a bunch of nothing. Hours. Hours. So I feel like, we need not to be so like, oh, we got, right. Because I feel like we are literally depositing so much love in so many gems. You know what I mean? Of course, we don't want to be all nighters, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people be like, I want to listen, which I got. Which I got. So we're gonna be mindful of that, because we be like, oh, 2 hours.
We be like, people gonna get tired of us.
They're gonna get tired, and then we get the inboxes like, no, we don't. We want more.
We want more. Because at first we started doing 1 month and one a month, and then people were just like, that's too long.
People like, excuse me, 1 month?
Yeah.
Yes,
it's like that's too long.
Yeah, so we trying to give you all the goodies, but okay. So, but we are on the wrap up. Just FYI, we on the wrap up. So
thank you, Envy.
Thank you. Okay, so Marquita, you can go ahead and start off. Okay, so I guess I'll do the little spiel. We are all business owners.
Yes, ma'am.
And believe it, our businesses are for real connected with our spiritual growth.
Yep. Yeah, they came into play.
We just want to share our spiritual growth and spiritual love with everybody else in our products, and that's why I try. We're trying to give you things that's going to help you relax and have meaning. Like, we're not just creating stuff, to put a tag on it and sell it. So, what we would like to do is that we would like to present, um, we want to present like upcoming sales with our businesses. Miss Marquita, you go ahead and present any upcoming sales or what you got going on with your business.
Okay, so I finally revamped my page, my site. They don't tell you, what they don't tell you is that listen, guys, we work very, very hard. I just want to put that out there. We work very, very hard. We don't sleep. We've been trying to balance our spiritual selves with this. We do fuss. We do fuss because Sarita did a video not too long ago. It's hilarious. Once I learned to put these videos in, I'm gonna start throwing our little commercials in. Sarita did a meet the team video, and I like to wet my pants. Yes. She was like, "Hey," and it was just her everywhere. Hey,
I'm the team.
I'm the team.
It's me.
Right. So we work very, very, very hard. But we do pretty much, we focus on self-care and self-love with ourselves, protections and health and wellness and things of that nature. So I know the holiday season's coming up and we all been really popping. Right now, I'm focusing right now on my my herbal teas, and I'm focusing because the holidays are coming up. I have a lot of self-care cases in different sizes. Dang it, I did it again. Every time I never read the end and show so I can have a piece of anything. But I do have one of my oils here because I wipe my hands. You know, I'm always oiling my hands. But I have if you go to my my Instagram, it's Oma's let me just put that on my IG. So my IG is Oma's herbals herbals. Was it Oma? Yeah, Oma. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, was you gonna put your information up there?
I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. So that's my my Instagram. If you go on my Instagram, I have all of my my starting, I think 4 or 5. I have new oils, new scents. I sent them to my my soul sisters over here so they can get a sample of them. And yeah, they are amazing. I've gotten a lot of good feedback about my skin soften and the scents and everything like that. I've updated it. I didn't want to do a Black Friday sale last year because I just started out, but I think I'm going to do a Black Friday sale, but it's only going to be on the body oils, right? The essential body oils. This is a 6-ounce essential body oil, so they have straw flowers in them, but they all come with this is my favorite one right now. It's called ASO, right? I don't know if you like that one. That's my favorite, to the point that I have this is a 6-ounce bottle of the ASO, right? But in the bottom, if anybody's ever purchased from me, you'll see that I have like crystals and stuff, crystal chips in them. So this one comes with Tiger's Eye, which is a protection. And the reason I put that in there is because this scent is so amazing. You don't need a lot of it. You use a little. And if you have to wash your hands a lot, like I do at work, it is a beautiful scent to have to just float in the air. Protection at work, whatever you're touching, protected. Yes. Okay, so you just keep yourself. But I have, I think 4 or 5 of them. It's aloe, ASO, and Zuri, Safi. They're my babies. But I'm gonna change them also because a lot of people kind of like the spout. They like that I have the spout on them. So you know, that's why I'm gonna just do the sales for whatever I have left in stock right now. So I'm gonna just knock off. So they'll probably be like 2 for $10 or something like that. That's probably what I have them. They'll be like 2 for $10. On Black Friday. Y'all don't hurt me too bad.
And don't forget. Just be careful because we actually have a day for us, which is Cyber Monday.
I know we do.
Right.
So maybe I should push that to Cyber Monday, right?
Yeah, because I'm not doing a Black Friday.
I'm only doing my oils because I don't want to like burn out. But I also have gift cases. If you just go to my page, check out my site. I have different sizes of the self-care cases. Oh shoot. See, I'm so bad. I really am so bad. I can't believe I did this today. I was so focused on being on time that I almost forgot. So I have these.
They can go to your site.
Yeah, I have these. These are Tree of Life diffusers. So I have different styles of them and things like that. So pretty much what you do is you can, mine is black, but most of the ones I have are silver, and they have an engraving inside about being brave, but then you know you are and everything. That's my best seller. Everybody wants to give that as a gift to someone. So, you know, it comes with a diffuser oil. So you put it in there and boop, and then you just walk around with your nice scent and calming. If somebody's working that nerve and you have lavender in it,
Okay.
walk away, because I do it a lot.
Okay.
So I have those cases. They come with they come with the oil, they come with the bath soap, and it can also come with the tea, because I pretty much am doing it on a for what you need in that moment. So most people need a nice relaxing tea. Some people, you know, like, so that's what I want to do, like a tea. It comes with a 2 ounce of oil. It comes with a single tube use of a herbal body, a bath or a foot soap, and a gift. And I have 2022 calendars, which will be included as well. So most orders coming through, and while supplies last. Also, people, I'm telling you guys, I'm giving away free tea, and I'm like, I don't understand why nobody's ordering free tea.
You probably need to put it in the Facebook group.
Okay, I'll do that, because I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, put it in the Facebook
okay.
group.
Well, I'm actually mailing out free tea, 1 ounce of one of my favorite blends that everybody loves, which is my Bliss tea, which is very beneficial. It's a red raspberry leaf. It's beneficial to men and women. Spearmint and a peppermint blend. Really, really good tea. First thing in the morning, wakes you up. It's caffeine free. It's better than coffee, if you ask me, but I'm not a coffee drinker.
Right.
What else I have going on? That's pretty much it. Oh, and it's in the gift cases. I get mad at myself. I swear, because I'm gonna hurt myself. But hold on a second. Let me get them.
I ain't got nothing for
Now,
display.
what I need to do is go to her website and check it out.
Website, yeah, because she pinned my website. It's all there.
Go to the website.
Go to the website. I'm sorry.
I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. Okay. All right. I almost fell. Remember, I had to clean up, so I forgot I left the box there. So, in the gift cases, in the self-care gift cases, I'll be including. I have a to and from tag, so you can wrap it if you want to give it to them with the to and from tag. And then I created a card so that you can actually write whatever you want to pin to someone personally. I don't have to do that because, you know, my hands hurt, but I have that. And on the back of it, so even if the person wants to order, so am I doing this right? Yeah. If they want, it shows you everything that I have pretty much here. And then it has all ways to contact me, even my telephone. You can text. You can, I would say text, because calling, sometimes I'm not good with that. I'm still an introvert. I'm sorry. But I will respond to text messages. I will respond to emails as I will. I've spread myself thin a lot, but I will be there to answer. And I have my new calendars. These are so freaking awesome. I fell in love with these. These are magnetic. They can slap anywhere. 2022.
Listen, y'all better hit up that, because.
All right. And I wanted to try this. I wasn't sure just yet, but this pen is amazing. I also got. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it writes in black ink. It's a real good pen, though. I actually like it. So I'm trying to do things to get your bang for your buck. Like, we all agree, we don't want to charge people astronomical prices. We just want to gift wellness, self-love, and self-care to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing it as affordable as we can. So I think the best thing you could give someone is a gift of self-love and self-care. And you do that naturally with us three. So I think that's all I kind of got right now. I did not play. I totally did not. I was bad. I know I single focus.
It's okay.
I ain't got
nothing but the website.
Let me put that.
That they can go visit, because it's all there. It's all there. Sorry.
Hold on, let me put them up. Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got. So
wait,
okay, Sarita, you want to go ahead while she's pinning? Go ahead, Sarita.
Okay, so right now I'm not doing a Black Friday sale. I'm actually having a sale right now. It's a gratitude sale. So you can just use Grateful 77. Yeah, you can use Grateful. You can use Grateful 7.
What is that?
That's my last steamer.
I was like, that packaging look familiar. Okay.
It's my last steamer. This is Goddess Movement. She does shower steamers, y'all. This is my last one. I got you, girl. I'm pulling it up in the rear. I got you.
All right, bet.
Sarita, stop playing with me.
No, you stop playing with me.
Okay. Y'all need to holler at Sarita for that Green Bay.
I love her. She said, "Yeah, I ain't got it. I got it right
got
here.
you. I got you.
I got you. I love it. That's why I love you. That's why I love you."
Listen, use code Grateful77. Everything is 50% off. Let me hold on. Now my 4-ounce bottles are sold out. That's sold out. That's gone. My soaps is almost sold out. Also, but I will be restocking next week.
Lemon.
So yes, that's still So
okay.
That's all I got for y'all. I know a lot of people was asking me about my healing sessions. They will hit me up. I also have a sale on that too. It's 30% off. Just use code healing7 and there you go.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
What's the
Everything.
code?
If you go to my Instagram, everything is on.
What's the code?
All there.
What's the first code?
The Grateful 77.
She said, "I got to go check that out."
All caps.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all know I'm that good Goddess Moon Dips. Put the dip on dip. But pretty much, believe it or not, there's a sale going on right now.
Yes, you got a moon sale.
We had the eclipse moon, so there's a sale going on until midnight. And I don't know if it's either 25 or 30% off. I created 6 brand new products that I'll be launching next week. I want to give a day, but I'm not for sure because I'm still packaging and wrapping them. I came with 6 of them at a time, but I already have things going. I got some things on the website now. I am revamping some stuff. I'm still on the fence with Black Friday.
Okay.
I'm on the fence, but I know for sure Cyber Monday definitely will be having a sale going on. But I have a lot of bath soaks, tea soaks, what else? I got I have candles, I have mist sprays, spiritual baths, foot soaks, and the 6 new products that I said, hey, guess what? I'm gonna make all of them at the same time. I have a whipped body butter. I have a whipped body soap.
And she got shower steamers.
I have those them are on this website now. if you don't take baths, but I got shower stuff now. I got the whip. I told you I got the shower stuff now. I got the whipped body butter, the whipped body soap. I have a shower soap. I have a scrub, and then I have a massage oil, and then I have a body oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And all them, I literally will be launching them next week.
Oh, and my friend reminded me, yes, my hemp products, I will actually be launching a new hemp product, a new hemp soap, 8 ounce next week.
I don't want to mention mine yet because I haven't gotten to my butters yet, but I'm trying to get the butters out before the holidays. I said trying.
Right.
Trying. Because trust me,
baby.
Butters ain't nothing to play with. And
they was on the phone with me when I was making my butters, y'all. I was like, I did it. Oh,
Aisha got a Papa arm now.
Okay.
So when I do transition to adding butters, which I'm trying to do as soon as possible, I'm gonna the names that I gave you with my starting 4 or 5, which was the ASO, I'm gonna turn those into butters because everybody wants those. So we'll get that together. So
and I don't know when though. And like I tell people, we plug in our business. We do the similar thing, but we all got our different scents and our different pizzazz. So check us all out.
You can't. Honest to God, you can't find the same thing from any of us, and we pretty much make. If you look at what we do, it looks like we do the same thing, but we really don't.
Yeah,
we really don't. Mm-hmm. Because as you can see, I do oils, but obviously, if I'm a customer, I'm a customer, I'm going to pin it right now. If I'm a customer of the Violet Empress,
Yes.
I don't make this, right? So, and we all know that I may do a bath soap, but I don't do the herbals the way that Aisha does herbals. And I don't do steamers. My herbals are pretty much not in an herb sense. Mine's are more like flowers. I do flowers and do the florals. Now, the thing is, we do the same thing in the detoxification form of it, but mine's are like all pretty and stuff, you know, like oh, you got a bunch of little flowers in here. That's mine. Like,
Me
you know what I
too.
mean? Yeah. No, but you have herbs too.
I have herbs and florals. Yes,
I don't have herbs in.
I think I consider myself a synergy queen. Like I create synergy.
Yeah. I do just like the lilies and the straw flowers and the rosebuds. That's my thing. I don't really
beautiful.
Which is crazy because I do herb teas, but I don't do that with the.
Oh, hold on. Let me give a shout out to my mom real quick.
Yes.
Listen.
Oh yes.
Let me get a shout out to my mom real quick.
Dang, it ain't on the new thing.
Yeah. So listen. Shouts out to my mom. I don't know if she's still watching, but thank you for making the candles and the candle melts because baby, I know me and candles, we ain't friends.
I'm actually good with them now, Sarita. I just go in there and knock them out, but I don't go no higher than 2 ounces.
We ain't friends like that, but she be doing her thing. So the wax melts are back. Thanks to my mama, because if it wasn't for her, they weren't coming back.
They would be back. Yeah, and then shout out to my mom. The new handwriting ain't on our logo, but I'm sure to be uploaded. My mother did our logo in her own calligraphy, so shout out to my mother for putting. That's okay. That's all right. We're gonna get it updated. But my mother did her thing with the calligraphy. That way, literally, this whole thing is ours. Don't nobody got this symbol. Or the handwriting is ours, and my mother created. So
I want y'all to let us know. Let us know if y'all want us to create merch. I mean, some people, you go to spas and things like that, and you know they come out with robes and things like that. Now I don't think we're gonna go that deep. We don't have a spa at this moment because we will manifest. But we can get like t-shirts and things like that because I know everybody sees me 90% of the time when you see me post. If you see me outside of being at work in a work uniform, you will see me in one of these on my herbal sweatshirt, t-shirt, hoodie. You know, I'm a brand. I'm Nike, baby. I'm gonna wear my brand. So and they're really nice. And I have a black owned black woman who does my shirts for me too. So let us know if y'all want us to do merch because we probably could do that because we all know that I have all kind of stuff everywhere. I got cups, coffee mugs, slippers. I have those things. So if y'all want me to sell them, I will because I have people that see me, in my friend circle, even some of my coworkers. I want a pair of those. I'm like, sure, I'll get them for you, whatever. But let me know if y'all want those things because we can actually.
You said you had slippers?
I have slippers.
Oh, never mind. Hold on. Wait till the show is over. I was gonna slip up and say something.
Okay.
Ma'am. Okay, yep. Okay, look, we're gonna go ahead and end the show. Quick, abort. You ain't gotta say nothing. I already know what happened here. Okay,
yes.
So back to the dialogue. But okay, so we presented our business stuff. So Miss Sarita, do you got a little something to say?
Oh, baby, hold on. Let me get my thoughts together.
You need a card. Wait, what happened to our moon card? We didn't get a moon card tonight?
We not there yet.
Hold on. Let me
y'all. I'm rushing.
So if you have a business,
you have
a business and you would like to be on, because that's going to be our next show. We're going to be talking about business and things like that. So if you have a business and you would like for us to promote your business on the show, please hit us up. You can hit us up on our Facebook or our Instagram, our Spiritual View, or you can just hit us up individually.
We don't charge money for that.
Right. Whatever you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable enough to be on camera, you want to talk about your business,
we'll bring you in.
We will bring you in. So if you have a business and you want, you want to talk about your business, hit us up, please. Okay. And we're going to
start doing that after in our shows.
So so hit us up. Let us know.
All right. So Miss Marquita, you normally bless us with the herbal blend. No, your herbal blend or your tea for the month.
Well, it's bliss right now. I'm trying to move bliss.
Repeat it.
I'm trying to move Bliss.
Okay.
Y'all better hit her
Bliss
up for the
tea
season.
is on. Well, it's not on sale. My price is on the site. They come in 12 ounce, 8 ounce, and 4 ounces. They come with a free tea diffuser, and I got some new ones. So those are the ones y'all saw with the crystals. I have amethyst, and I have clear quartz. And I didn't forget you, Aisha. I still got to send out your butterflies. I got you. So I have different types, and until I'm giving them out for free with your order. And my tea for the month is still Bliss, because Bliss is the joint right now. I told y'all it's the peppermint, the spearmint, and the red raspberry leaf. And I'm sending that. Now, it's a small 10. I should have brought this. We are so bad. You see how we don't even think that way? That just lets y'all know we not out here trying to hustle. We really just like love. But it's about this big. It's a little tin like that, about that big. So it'll get you like maybe 2 to 4 cups. Mm-hmm. But it's free. You just have to pay for the shipping, and I think I have the shipping at like $5. So it's not a 1 to 3 day like normally. So it'll probably take like anywhere from 2 to 6 days, something like that. But you just pay for the shipping. That's all.
All right, Shavonda. She said, do any of y'all doing head wraps? No.
I don't know, but that's a good idea.
It sounds like a good idea.
That was a good idea.
You know what's funny? When I wrapped my head up, because I told you I was struggling because of how long my hair has gotten. Mm-hmm. I looked at it, I was like, this is kind of plain. It'd be nice if it had something.
So hey, you never know. You might have just dropped something in there. That might be our spiritual view type of situation.
Yes, right. Yes.
So yes. And then my mother, Goddess Moon, can you plug in? Mama, we gave you a plug. We plugged you, Mom.
Yeah.
But my mother has a business.
Okay,
Mama, I'll make sure you put it. I'll submit your business. I'll put it in right now. I'll submit your business. She makes tumblers, and you know what? I wasn't drinking out of mine today, but my mother makes tumblers.
That's okay, because we're gonna present all
this. But we're gonna present. So Mama, I need some pictures, and I got you, Booski. So, but right now, we did showcase your art and your calligraphy.
Yes, we did.
Booyah.
She did an amazing job, and she just I forgot about it. Hold on.
Yes, but no, we got you. So yes, like I said, we showcasing a lot of the different businesses and stuff. So yes, I would make sure that you
hit us up if you got a business or things that you're trying to do. You don't even have to have a website right now. Just
right. Just let us know.
Just let us know. We're gonna start plugging a couple of business. Well, actually, we'll be plugging like 3 businesses. Because we each gonna choose one.
Yeah.
Right. And plug it. Just because we want to get as many businesses out there and show love to everybody. So that's the type of time.
This is the tea. All right. So that's damn it. I can't get it this together.
One. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. So that's the 10. That's the 10 that's for free.
I'll go hit her up on that website and her Instagram.
Yep. Go hit her up. I gotta see what else. Okay, so you got your herb and your tea blend. So y'all make sure y'all go check her out. And now, Miss Sarita, because you bless us with the card, after every show. So go ahead, present your card, and I'm gonna present your card, and I'm gonna present mine.
Okay, so the card that flew out.
Wait. See, I don't know if y'all can see it. That's my mother's artwork. That's her calligraphy and like I said, she digitized our symbol, our eye. So that is courtesy of my mom.
Talent.
Yes, talent.
Okay.
All right. Now, we go.
Okay, all right. Now look home. Okay, now what card you got?
Okay, the card that came out was butterfly weed, and it means transformation. Okay. So this is just, and honestly, I feel like with what's going on right now, a lot of us is going to be, just transforming into our better selves. Okay. And this butterfly represents that. Like, you're going to transform into this beautiful butterfly who you've always wanted to be. That's what's going to come out. I feel it. For everyone who's watching this live, I feel that for you. So don't be scared to be this beautiful butterfly that you already are. Okay, so transformation is coming, and don't be scared of it. Let
Nope.
it be. And
Embrace it.
embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace it. Okay, so that's what came out. So be that butterfly.
Wait, I gotta pull. I'm looking for my affirmation. Ugh.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. Okay. So the card that, oh my God, trying to get this. Can y'all see it? Uh-oh. The card I got is bring love into the situation, which is the card in New Moon in Aquarius.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna get it right. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So this is the time to move forward. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Okay. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get changed to get change you want depends on whether you believe you can do it or have it or not. Okay. It pretty much and how much you rely on others to bring like that change to you, bring it to you as well. This card comes with the suggestions that you may need to do things independently or on your own. And I think this message is to somebody. I ain't gonna say nothing. I hope you're still here.
Yeah,
but being loved, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. The tune to the moon is explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Ooh, that okay.
You want to hear something?
Yeah.
So
the additional meaning for this card, you need to be more detached from this situation. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. So whatever, goes to you. And the teacher of this card is Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances in technology and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle and individual, scientific, even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because of the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer. But it actually is an air sign.
It's an air sign.
It's far more about intellect than the emotional water signs, as is this card. No matter when you dropping conventional works well with this energy. So,
and I'm gonna follow that up with some affirmation on that.
That's crazy though, because the change. Hello.
Oh wait, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Today's word.
Oh, let's get it.
November 19th.
Let's get it.
You may be feeling the pressure to make decisions. When you become overwhelmed with your feelings and your emotions are running high, making a choice seems like the only way to regain some type of control over your world. Be patient and observe what is currently happening without attachment. These observations will prove useful in the near future. All of the details and necessary data have not yet been presented to you. The remaining relevant information will be available for you to perceive very soon. You'll then be able to make informed decisions once all the factors are on the table. For now, just kick back, relax, and rest until it's time to make choices and take action. And the affirmation for today is, I am informed. I make informed decisions without feeling pressured. I'm not trying to put nobody on blast, but Envy, I think that's all you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's you, Bessie.
This whole thing was you, boo. Every single one of them.
That's you, Bessie, best friend.
We just gave you this. That's it, boo. That's it.
That's what
Shavonda hit us with an oh my goodness. So
okay,
and Envy is an Aquarius moon.
She sure is. Yes, she is. She is an Aquarius moon. Yes, she is. That's so funny. I have Aquarius in me too. My rising is Aquarius.
Titi, you're an Aquarius sun.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you more about that when you come visit. We're going to discuss what your moon, your rising, and your sun.
Aquarius. Aquarius moon. Bestie friend.
Girl.
Okay. Well, all right then. Well, sure. Well, we gave all that good, a little bit of affirmations and, readings and all that stuff. And as I always say, some people, they get tired of whatever. That doesn't, nothing said that the message might not be for you. Right. Or a part of that message might be for you. So always remember that. Just because a person reads something, it might not be verbatim, but yes. So just be mindful of that. Take what's needed for you, what resonates with your spirit. We love you. We know you love you, Envy. We love you, girl.
Very much so.
Yes, and I gotta get, and also let me say something. My best friend too. She is so talented with her music, and she shoots her home videos, everything. She's super talented. I'm waiting for her to come out her shell and stop being so scared. But you know,
remember we talked about that.
We did. We talked about it.
Did you put the Violet Empress in our little chat?
I'm on my way right now.
I see it coming up. I'm like, okay, go ahead, serve it on up. Well, guys, we thank y'all for chiming in, playback, and listen to some stuff, take some notes, because it definitely was some gems that was dropped. As always, y'all can always inbox us with questions and things, whether it be our Facebook or our Instagram. And just please, like I say, just tap in with us, and we always love y'all for rocking with us always. Our next show will be on December the 3rd.
So let me write that down.
It'll be December the 3rd. Being if we ain't got nothing to do, but I know I'm clear for the 3rd.
Can I just tell y'all that I just was trying to find a sheet to write down? I got the law of vibration. I got
I can't wait. Go ahead and go ahead and scan and send.
Right.
I got you.
Yes, because that was everything. Let me see. Queen Beijing said, I always learn so much from you, queens. I love it here in this sacred space. Absolutely. That's what it is. This is what it is. We learn from each other, and we always say that, we always say that it's a learning journey for everybody. None of us we're not, we're not shall I say we ain't all know all and things like we learn from each other, we learn from y'all.
And not for nothing. We go deeper every time we think of a topic to bring to y'all. We go so deep, like we literally, and people would probably think that we go into research and this stuff. We really don't. We just read stuff that we've already read, and then we sit and literally have discussions. We have been on the phone with each other since 6 o'clock. Yeah, we come in. We literally start talking and then just come in.
Oh, then we talked a few days earlier.
Yeah,
we talked day before yesterday.
We talk all day on time. We talk a lot.
But we just want to give y'all insight. Like I said, we don't want to sell y'all like, buy this. Buy this crystal or this liquid and sprinkle it for $50 and all your intuition no. We sharing like our things that we see, things that we feel,
what we experience,
in our what I experience,
and wish that somebody could have been there to be like, girl, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be.
So yes, we want to make sure we keep it sacred and learn, from y'all. We learn from y'all too. Absolutely.
Yeah. You guys challenge us to dig deeper into certain situations and see things broader than ourselves as well.
Yeah, and that's why they call it a spiritual journey.
And it says hour. So even though it's ours, it's ours.
Yes. Yep.
It's all of ours. This is our own little personal community. Nothing is taboo to ask. You know what I mean?
And don't be scared to ask questions.
Nope.
Yep. And also not only that though, but don't be afraid. Like I gotta recommend Envy for, saying, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. That takes a lot to put yourself out and be transparent.
Listen, bro, I cried on the show.
Yeah.
And you could, I love that because again, we want to be true and real. You know what I'm saying? And we want to give advice with love.
Right. I'm glad she did because
I'm proud of it because it takes a lot.
Coming from me, you're
her friend. Yeah,
we've known each other since forever. Like she's been my best.
It hits different when it's a stranger. Be like, baby girl, I got you. You
right.
know?
And so I'm glad she did put that out there. So you guys can also give her something different from what I can. Right. Because from a friend, I'm telling her like, girl,
Yeah.
Right. But thank you
Right.
for that vulnerability and
Yeah,
allowing
that
us
transparency.
to come in and say, hey sis, no, this come on, you
Mhm.
got this, think about this, or things like that. So thank
Right.
you. Thank you for your vulnerability and your
Yes.
transparency, and as well as Marquita as well, just
Yeah.
because like I said, we want to be our real selves.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna be part of my real self. The other part's an asshole.
But on that note,
Well, Marquita, she comes out sometimes, friend.
yeah.
Shavonda, thank you very much for coming in and visiting. I hope we can see you again. However, if you
Yes.
can't make it, because I saw she said she was on vacation, so she was able to catch us. If you can't make it, you can always just subscribe and come and watch them because they're always there. My
Yep.
sister says she watches them almost every other day. She's watching one of the other shows and just listening and stuff like that. And we watch them the next day. I watch them usually after. We talk after, but like by the next day we watch them and then talk about what we can do or what else we can add.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. My mother said an affirmation. The affirmation reminded me of a caterpillar who go into a cocoon,
Yep.
patiently waits transformation into a
Into a
butterfly.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's the whole. It was the whole full circle. All three of them.
Sure
Mhm.
was.
That was
Oh
crazy.
wow.
It was.
It was
Okay.
Right.
And y'all, and real talk, and it isn't rehearsed.
No,
We never like
look.
me and Sarita or her. We never say, oh, "Okay, well, I'm gonna pull this card.
Look,
this
right.
is the card or
nothing
whatever."
ever,
Like
ever.
it just
But
always
just so
happen
y'all
like
know,
that.
we have papers, but it's just outlines. We talk freely. This is just to know who goes
Yeah.
next, so we don't talk over each other.
Right.
That's it. We literally are like just like do.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Yes.
thinking. We're engaged. It's not anything that we sat down and
Yes.
rehearsed or anything
Right.
like that.
Well, thank you guys. Well,
Yeah.
shoot, we're gonna go ahead and end it.
Okay.
As always, flood our inbox with questions and
Mhm.
Yes.
comments and things like that. Share and all that fun stuff. And like literally, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting us, rocking with us. And I think that's all we got for this show.
We did good.
Yeah, we did real good. So
Mhm.
yes, so we will definitely be chit and chatting with y'all on the 3rd and be looking for our commercials and our little commercial slots and things like that. And so that way y'all know what our next topic will be, and
Right.
that's what we
Okay.
got.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
Peace, love,
as
and
always,
light,
peace,
everybody.
light,
Bye.
Peace, love, and light.
peace, light, love.
Yeah, there we
Yes.
go. There you
Right.
go. I feel like we say in the Soul Train, but okay, we're gonna go.
I can't.
Bye, Mark.
Okay.